All right, welcome back, everyone. Yeah, a final bargain. I maybe should have put a question mark on that episode title, but I didn't. So we'll see what happens.
Did you put any punctuation on it?
Nope.
All right.
So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, welcome back to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. There's a lot going on. This party has a long list of stuff to do. So, long ago they wandered into a carnival, and now here they are in the Feywild domain of Prismere, and they've gone through a lot of things. They've been trying to reclaim the things they lost when they were kids. 2 of the 4 party members have gotten theirs back. So, Cax has his beloved, cherished, his childhood friend, which is now even more of a friend than it was in his childhood, because Cluck can talk. Cluck used to be a doll. Now he's a talking doll. And Bramwell has gotten his missing height back, and so has grown to his full stature, which is still relatively short. But
Yeah, but still technically medium, so I don't get to ride around on an elephant anymore.
Which is sad.
It is sad. It's a net negative.
Yeah. And so the last couple things they were doing was they got to the domain of Yon, where we expected to find for Gil and Ushka to find their missing things. They've met some other folks along the way. They met a beekeeping cyclops who, they said they would help find love. They met a dandelion knight and his bumblebee love, who are also on their own mission to help Gleam the acrobat find her sister, who is locked up somewhere in this palace here, Motherhorn, which they're now in. And they kind of tried to help an elf get back home, and there's just a lot going on. But they performed a play which was very successful, a wild and bloody tragedy, and have now been granted an audience with Endlin Moongrave, who is the hag who oversees Yon and Motherhorn in this theater. So, as we ended last time, they had been ushered up to a chamber of hers by one of her Darkling servants, and she let them know that she appreciated their performance, and it had put her in a bargaining mood. So she invited them to sit in these comfortable chairs in her chamber, and she actually, when they arrived, she was not in the chamber. But she stepped out into this room, which is a jet black chamber. The walls are all jet black with gold painted scrollwork where the walls meet the ceiling, and in the corners where the walls meet each other. There's these ornate high backed armchairs that the party was all invited to sit in that are facing this dais, which had a black curtain at the back of it, and Endlin stepped out from behind that black curtain. And it seems ready to listen to any proposals these visitors have for getting their things back. So, you say I have some things that used to belong to you.
Well, they still belong to us. They were just stolen. Yes.
And you wish to
That's
have
pretty much right.
those things back.
Yes.
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 Well, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
So the easiest thing would be for you to return the things that have been taken from my friends.
Yes, that would be quite easy, and if you are willing to offer something in exchange, then I'm certain that we can conclude our business very quickly.
Well, so for your sisters, we completed some tasks for them, and in completing those tasks, my friends, got they got their things back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Simple tasks like go get me a painting, and then we did that.
And then the performance you just saw. I mean,
Yes. It's quite
That's
impressive.
oh, of course. Thank you.
Well, you are welcome. So you did some tasks for my sisters.
Yes.
Oh, I have a
We also chose to not do some tasks for your sisters. Some of those tasks would have affected you. So your sisters have no compulsions about not forwarding your plays, for example.
well, that may be the case, and it does not surprise me to hear that. And yet, we get along when it truly matters. It's all a big game, you see.
Mm-hmm. So what do you need?
So tasks. Well, if you're the kind who like to do tasks, you could.
We don't.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't.
can.
Well,
I mean, we can do these. We really would just like our things back
okay. Well,
because they're ours.
well, if you would be willing to offer anything in exchange, I would be happy to.
I have some
Take-
gold.
Oh, gold. Well, gold is of little use here.
Gil,
Shadows, on the other hand, are very useful, and I would be happy to
No,
take shadows in exchange.
no. You already
one.
stole our friend's shadow. Well, she's not a friend; she's more of an acquaintance. But you already stole her shadow, and her shadow stole something from me, and from Gil. So no, you have already stolen things with shadows, and I'm using mine.
For what?
General shadow purposes. Like,
We're not losing a part of ourselves in order to gain something back. That is a non-starter. That is not what we're negotiating here. We'll not lose another part of ourselves. We are here to make ourselves whole, not to trade pieces.
yes.
Gil will pick up a couple of chairs. Say, I'll trade you these.
You'll trade me my chairs?
No, these are my chairs now. I'll trade you. They're pretty nice chairs,
Those aren't your chairs. Those are
but I just stole them
my
from you.
chairs.
You see how I
Oh,
stole
so
them from you, and I'm
you're
trading them
breaking-
for you?
Are you breaking the laws of hospitality here in my palace?
No,
'Cause
you
if so,
broke the
this
laws
would be
of
a very different
hospitality.
negotiation.
No, this is reciprocity.
Oh.
You want to do that way? Like I just steal your stuff and then trade it to you? Because that's how you did. You're trying to do us.
Ah, well, if you wish for the negotiations to go that way,
Well,
then
what is it that you want before we go that route?
as I said, I'd be willing to take a shadow for an item, or if you've
What else?
come in possession of a. Well, my sister has recently lost a unicorn horn, and I would very much like to have that. So if you happen to have one or come across one,
How does one even come across a unicorn horn?
well, this unicorn lost it. Well, the unicorn was still alive. It's now been transformed into a rocking horse that my sister uses.
The unicorn horn is a rocking horse?
No, the unicorn, which I suppose is no longer technically a unicorn since it doesn't have its horn. has become a
Still a
rocking horse that
unicorn.
my sister uses to fly around on.
Mm.
But I don't care about the rocking horse so much as the horn that used to belong to it when it was not a rocking horse.
I believe it's still a unicorn, even if it loses its horn.
Perhaps
It may just
semantics.
be a unicorn because now it's a rocking horse. But that's different. Like, if you lost your hand, you'd still be you. You just would be you without a hand.
But my name is not. I am not a by-hand. That is not the creature that I am.
But you'd still be a. What are you?
What I'm Endlin Moongrave.
Oh, but like what? Like a unicorn is a type of creature, and
Yes.
like a Nazi. Like what?
You're a what?
A Ganassi. Part genie, part humanoid, yeah, in particular human.
Fascinating. Well, I am of this place. I am one of the beings that occur here in the Feywild.
Well, so would a red cap not be a red cap if you took it off?
If
Or
you
would you?
removed its red cap,
Yeah, wouldn't it still be like a red cap
would it?
running around with scythes trying to chop everyone?
I don't know. I've never tried removing one of their caps.
All right. Well, what else other than the unicorn
What if we
horn?
trade you that?
This is a great philosophical discussion, but it gets us nowhere.
Well, what if we trade you that?
A red cap?
The experience of a red cap without its cap. You've never experienced that before.
No. I don't see how that's useful to me.
It could be entertaining, could be entertainment, could be a show.
I have plenty of entertainment, as you've seen.
Yeah.
I'm not lacking for entertainers.
Oh.
So can't do the unicorn horn. What else? What are the other options?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm always happy to have an additional shadow.
Nope, not the shadow.
Or you could. My sister Bavlorna stole my cat. Like my
Cat?
cat back. Yes, my cat.
So she broke the rules of stealing. Rules of stealing.
Well, as I said, we tend to play these jokes on each other, take each other's things, keep them away from each other for a while. We always get them back eventually.
I've been telling y'all, rules and laws. What's the point of them? Been trying to say it since we've arrived here.
So you need us to go
We gotta
steal
follow them.
from her.
You could
Break the.
Well, I mean, if you could return my cat to me, then I would certainly exchange my dear precious Gloam or one of your items for my dear precious Gloam's return.
Is it like a regular sized cat? And like a
Yes.
give the like the physical dimensions of a hand of a house cat.
Yes.
Okay, that's
When we were at Bavlorna's, did we see a cat around?
read either one of theirs. I mean, I don't recall there being a cat, but
Me
let
either.
me take a
But it's
quick
been a minute.
look for which parts you went in of Bavlorna's, and I will tell you. I'll see my cat. Yeah, I mean, you saw lots of bullywugs. That's for sure. Let's see. Did you go in here at all? No, you did not see. I don't think you ever went in. The room with the pool that had the gelatinous cube and the well in the middle. There was another room off of that I don't think anybody ever went in.
no. And the only thing I'm trying to recall is when we first met her the first time, she was talking to somebody, and I can't remember if like I might be fully bullshitting. Like if she was
I
sitting
don't
in
think it
bed with a cat.
I don't think it was a cat.
It was not
I
a
don't
cat.
think
She
it
was
was
talking to a humanoid figure.
Witch. It
I
looked
know
like
she's
the Wicked
really
Witch of the
humanized.
West. Like,
But I thought I remembered her
Agreed.
sitting, and I thought I remembered her.
Yeah, she was talking to.
I don't remember if she had a cat in her in her
was
lap.
talking to that person, and they were having
Right.
tea with each other.
Yeah.
Ah, she was petting the tea. Got it.
Yes.
See, I knew she had something in her hands. I
Yes,
just
she
couldn't remember
did,
what.
and it was not a cat.
But like cat, tea, you can see how they're similar.
Yeah.
A lot of episodes ago.
Yep.
The fact that I
Yes.
remembered she had something in her hands.
That was
just saying,
impressive.
I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
That's really far away. Anything we could do closer, quicker?
Another performance,
Your,
perhaps?
your shadows are right here. It would take
Nope.
but a
We're
moment.
not trading pieces.
They're
It's not a
barely
matter of
anything.
experience.
It wouldn't
Then
really.
give us yours.
It wouldn't really affect you outside of here.
I'll trade my shadow for your shadow.
Well, I'm
Well,
not
but then we
interested
would
in your
get-
shadow. Oh, I am interested in your shadow, but I'm not interested in giving you my shadow.
Then we,
I'm
then
not
we
interested
also
in giving
would
mine
get,
unless I'm getting yours in exchange.
then we wouldn't get the thing that we wanted, though.
Right.
There's like,
So your cat, what else?
A unicorn horn would be of great interest.
What else piques your interest?
Your shadows. Only
So
two
your-
shadows. You want two things back from me, yes? So only two shadows. It
your
wouldn't have to be
cats-
all of you.
Your cat's safe return for our things. You're pointing to Gil and to Pushka.
Well, for one of you, yes.
Well, that we could return your cat
Yes.
for one of the things. We can take a huge swallow. We could return your cat safely for both.
Well, my cat is still just one thing.
We can make it into two.
And like, if I could roll like intimidation with disadvantage, that's what it would be.
Oh, sure.
But I've got a high charisma, so I don't want to accidentally like intimidate her.
I would be down for you intimidating her.
Or is that? Maybe it's a different character. You know what? Can I roll intimidation with disadvantage?
Sure. Because you're
I just want to see what happens.
kind of trying not to intimidate her.
No, I mean he is. He's
I mean,
he's saying the right
trying.
thing.
Just a
Oh,
little
I was thinking of
bit.
a different character. All right, good. This isn't. I don't have any kind of natural ability in it.
Like,
Oh, that's
ooh,
impressive.
Perfect. That is what I was aiming for.
yeah,
A double fail.
she does not seem to be intimidated.
That was Ushka's best try of intimidation.
Yeah.
I got two chairs right here. One for one.
So we're returning to that, are we?
It's the same logic you're using. I'm just trying to point it out.
I've been telling these guys for like several, however many, I don't even know what we call this anymore. Days, weeks, months, years, journeys, I don't know, miles. That like at some point there's going to be like, we're going to get mad about all this. And I think we've got to the point where we're just tired of running errands for all you stupid hags. So at this point, like, I think what my friend here is saying is, if you don't give him back what we came for, he's gonna beat you to death with these chairs. I'm gonna roll a die.
Okay.
Is it initiative?
No, I was gonna try to intimidate.
Because you actually do have charisma. I was thinking of a different character of mine.
I mean, probably not gonna beat it because I'm in her home, but I don't care. Oh, I rolled a 1. Great.
I don't think that's gonna do it. I would roll,
But-
but
This is what we wanted, so you know what? It might be
mean-
initiative time.
It might be.
that would be
Um,
an approach.
Bram is going to start encouraging everyone to keep their heads and stay calm, and otherwise, like, generally trying to slow walk this and sort of inspire some caution for whatever might come next.
Jax is very calm when he says all this because I mean, like,
He is very calm about it, and
He's
I know
very
Cax.
sweaty right now.
he's been waiting like.
Well, there's two of me.
All
Nope.
right. I had to.
There we go.
My mic was having some problems, so now I'm back. All right.
I didn't mean to make you go away, Josh. I'm sorry.
I don't know what's going on. My Google's being a little laggy tonight, but okay, so Cax is kind of threatening. Gil is maybe sort of a little bit, and Bram is trying to cool things down a little.
Bram's sort of passive aggressive with a lot of things.
I was gonna say, let's be real. Bram is not trying to calm things down.
Okay.
What Bram is doing is he is using his ability as an inspiring leader to make sure that everybody is ready for whatever comes next.
Listen, I know that I accelerated this whole conversation, but I want to point out I was the last one to say anything threatening. Gil picked up 2 chairs. Ushka said, "Hey, you can kill your cat," and Bram's over there going, "Hey, let's not do it. Hey, let's do it." I mean, like, let's make sure we're aware of this.
I don't know what you're insinuating where Bram is like, let's not do it, but let's do it. That doesn't sound like something that a diplomat would do.
The guy's like, just enough. Let's just do it, y'all. Come on. That's what
Um,
we're here for.
Had enough, eh? That's very.
Saving swords ready.
Okay. I'm just look at a couple things here real quick.
Not strength saving throw.
What is something here?
Does anyone happen to have darkness?
I did not make an offensive character,
Well,
Well,
but she has darkening.
I see darkness. I don't know about you guys. I can't see much
Yeah,
in this room.
but
I
she
have
has
dark vision, but my icon guy doesn't seem to have it.
oh,
Yeah, mine too.
I wonder. That's weird.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I have dark vision, but my icon guide does seem to have it.
Let's see. Who has? So wait, Johnny, can you see stuff? Like on the map?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
you
can.
Okay.
I think it's because I'm holding the torch.
Oh,
whatever
okay.
it is.
But why?
There's a little light above my character that
Okay.
I'm assuming.
I can't see anything other than me.
Oh,
Oh
can
wait,
see
who's
you.
that?
That's me.
There we go.
Oh,
Can you
That's
see now, Drew?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
All right. Bram.
Gotta know
let's
where
see
to
if
chuck
we
these
can-
chairs.
Yeah, I guess it's dark in here, which I didn't think it was. I'm just putting night vision on. Now, hopefully everybody should be able to see everything in that room now that you're in. Yep, there's Nendlin over there.
Was Burley with us, or
So just the 4 of you were brought here for the audience. Everybody else stayed behind in the, like, you would come up from the dressing area, that sort of like backstage portion down below, and it was this Darkling, who came down to escort you up, escorted the 4 of you.
Because he needed something back too, right? What did he lose?
Burley, what was?
He wanted to be likable or something.
Yes, he wanted to be likable. And that was, yeah, she told him she would make him likable, and then he'd be able to go back to the Witchlight Carnival.
He didn't even really lose anything. He just wanted something.
Yeah,
he
just made a bargain with her. I think it is everything that he did.
And then,
Go back to him.
yeah, we had like 3 other people who lost things too, who need something.
Yeah, we've
back.
got somebody lost their shadow.
Gloom.
Yeah,
Or the sisters.
Gleam is shadowless, and her sister is trapped.
Missing.
Yep.
We've got.
We have an army, remember?
Yeah, but we don't have our army with us.
Oh, they're outside the city gates. They're ready to. They're waiting for the signal.
It'd be really great if we had a signal to give them.
Well,
Okay, yeah, Hurley gave up his shadow in exchange for,
Hurley did a great job.
yeah. So Gleam's was taken, and Hurley gave his up. I think, is that right? Gleam. Yeah, Gleam. Yes, Gleam's was snipped off by Endelyn, and her sister was imprisoned. Hurley traded his for being able to be likable. But he's been stuck here, like, performing until he's finally likable, which has not happened yet.
Right.
Yep.
That's
Until his last performance.
Right. He's feeling pretty good about that
I'll let
performance.
that go.
Good performance.
It was good. Maybe he'll get to go back now. Maybe he's likable. So, yeah, so Endelyn. Let me just open her. I'm gonna open her character sheet because I feel like I'm gonna need it. I don't know why. I feel that way. But I
So you can just give us back our stuff, and then you wouldn't have to open our
I
character
mean,
sheet.
she doesn't seem like she really wants to just give it back. She seems like that is not how she operates.
She seems terrible. Yeah.
I mean, depends on how you look at it, I suppose. And this guy. I guess we'll open this guy too. Not very hospitable of you all, I'm just saying.
I mean, first of all, she's the one that needs to be hospitable. We are gonna-
You've been welcomed here to her domain.
not exactly.
Attacked when we
Attacked
entered.
by a bunch of animated things.
Well, she didn't do that.
Forced to perform
I mean, you didn't have
after
to.
our shit was stolen.
You didn't have to perform. And she didn't make you perform.
No? What was the other option?
She just said if you wanted her to be in the mood to bargain, then being in a play would be a good idea.
We're level 7 right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody has 12 temporary hit points.
Wow.
I don't know why, but I accept.
because I am an inspiring leader and I was talking everybody into being prepared for what came next.
That's
I mean,
excellent.
I feel inspired.
You should.
Endlin does not have 12 temporary hit points.
Well, why not?
She's
Because-
not.
I wasn't inspiring her.
No. Oh, that's rude.
Also, how do we make a solar eclipse?
It's a good question. All right. Well, okay.
'Cause I have that written down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, so Endelin, kind of taking this all in, the brandishing of the chairs, Cax's rather aggressive words.
What?
Uh,
I was just,
Only if you take
like,
over precedent.
I was just explaining to her what could possibly happen.
okay.
She's the one that was afraid of dying under a solar eclipse, or can only die in a solar eclipse, or
That's her vision. She's seen her end, and then it was in a solar.
that was it.
Mm-hmm.
She's seen her death in a solar eclipse.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Well, I can cast daylight.
Now you just
I can
need
get
a
really
moon.
big.
If only you
Well,
had a
but
moon.
I mean, no, because she was afraid of like Gleam and Gloom, whatever the sisters are, because one represented the other represented, right?
Yes.
That's the impression that we got.
Yeah,
So
glister and
he's
gleam.
up into the idea that an eclipse could come in any form.
Right.
Yeah.
So like
So we can.
occluding
Daylight seems like a great start for making a solar eclipse.
I can make a fog cloud,
To blot out the daylight.
right? Eclipse the daylight. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we find
Yeah.
her.
What?
So
What?
yeah,
I'm talking.
she says. So it seems you would prefer not to negotiate after all.
I want a fourth option. You give three bad options.
You gave one good option, but we need one more good option.
That's not good.
I'm afraid that's what
Hold
I'm
on.
willing to accept. And if those terms are not acceptable to you, then we are at an impasse.
Well, finding a unicorn horn in all of the Feywild seems like a tall ask. And we know where the cat is, so we could be able to find that. We're not trading one of our shadows, so we just need one more thing.
Well.
And so Bram is taking everybody's heightened everything as a great spot to do some negotiation.
Okay.
How do we do here?
Pretty well.
I mean, it's probably a little tougher to persuade her at this point, but
It might
She
be.
might be a little less amenable.
You might be.
It's the change of tempo that Bram was going
I
through.
see. All right. Let's see.
So not in a threatening way, but in a disarmingly charming sort of way.
Only a Erangon could do.
All right. I'm trying to persuade her.
It's like a very attractive off ramp for her,
I mean,
because
is
everything's
Is it though? I mean, if she was, I guess it depends on how worried she is. Oh, we don't have this skill listed, huh? Okay. Give it to me here, then, please. Okay, that's really helpful. Thank you for that. Well, we're just gonna roll a 20 out here and
No, you don't need to roll 20. You can roll like a
Oh,
LC.
Oh, big number.
That's not as great.
well, I understand that you may find these tasks difficult and the things that I ask for troublesome, although I don't claim to understand why. But
2 of them are just straight evil.
giving something to someone else is evil.
Taking someone's shadow, yeah. That's evil.
Oh, the unicorn horn, should we find it, should go back to the unicorn.
The unicorn's a wooden rocking chair right now.
Only currently.
Rocking horse. Well,
We
that
do
you
have
would have
that,
to
right?
take up with my sister.
Well, yeah, but we were going to liberate a cat from her, so, well, different sister.
You want the rocking horse?
No. That's my sister's, and I have no need for that.
I just don't see how we can get both things.
Well,
That's the point, isn't it? I mean, that's
Or
what
why
she
we
does
should.
with people here. She just, she just takes things. She's not like her sisters.
I don't know. They took things too.
Yeah, but
They did, but
they
they
were more
had
reasonably. They weren't just mean.
I don't know. They were mean. Y'all are all mean. Y'all are all terrible. Like y'all
They're
are
not
terrible.
just-
Like I love your stage. It's great, but like this whole place is terrible.
Well, yeah, but not just mean. Like, you're just mean. He looks, turns it into.
I mean, y'all are all mean, but yeah, you are exceptionally mean. Even if you do have a nice stage.
Your mother does not love you? I mean, why are you so mean?
they're the children of Baba Yaga. We know this.
Yeah. Still,
we've been
there's
getting.
decent.
Oh, I've been getting along with my mother quite well for quite some time now. He was very helpful.
There's basic decency. She just doesn't have it.
I still am looking for the decency in all these places we've been. People take stuff and then like they claim we go do errands for them, and then it's like, hey, this is like how the world works. Like, I just don't understand any of this. I don't understand one step we've been in this place. Right, Cluck?
This place is weird.
Yeah, for real, right? Like he got taken from me. I didn't do anything for him to be taken. Like I didn't do anything wrong. He got taken from me. I had to come here to retrieve him, but then I had to run a freaking errand to another realm. So like, why do I have to run an errand to get what is mine back?
Well, you don't. You
Y'all-
have what is yours back.
Well, I have it back now.
Yes. No more errands.
Maybe we just need to go get the cat. We got some other things we need to tend to as well. This isn't the only thing we need to do, so.
That's true. And we can get the cat, and that's a great starting spot.
Why we have to go run another errand now?
Well, we got other
This mean
things we
person,
can be
y'all.
doing. I mean, I know,
I
Cax,
mean,
you say this is it, but we got more to do here.
it's y'all stuff. I'm just saying, like, if y'all ready to like beat her to death with the chairs, I'm all for it. Like, it's just like that dude back there that we like, took care of. I mean, it's the same thing, right?
Well, I don't know if we believe it, but the eclipse isn't just yet, so we'll come back for that, maybe, just in case.
All right. I mean, like I said, I think we just been running errands for these evil people for like no real purpose besides to do the things that we're here to do anyway. And we could just create a shortcut, but it's fine. We can go do other things. Let's go get a cat.
We
already got a
our-
unicorn horn. Might as
we're
well get a
working on
cat
it.
while we're at it.
What do you think? Think we can run that errand for her? I mean, it's quite a ways. It does piss me off, but maybe she'll come up with something else we can do once we get back with that cat. Any objections?
I find the situation objectionable, but I think it's the least objectionable of the options presented. Doing one task that we can all agree to is a fine step forward toward getting a second, more amenable task.
Or maybe just the one's good enough. Sometimes you trade one for two. That happens. We'll see.
I find no part of this negotiation that leads me to believe that that would be the case in this instance.
You call this a negotiation, huh?
I don't. But those are the words that she chose to use, and so I was using them as well.
It's fair.
Yeah, hardly. However,
Hey, well, bye. Nishka will stand up and start walking towards the entrance we came in.
Oh, safe travels.
What was the cat's name?
Gloam.
What's it look like?
Well, it's about this big. Has 4 legs, tail. Little
What color?
kind of roundish head with pointy ears. Whiskers. Little nose, little pink nose. It's a cat.
what color is
Cat.
It's black.
Any other identifying features so we can make sure we bring the right cat
I mean, it will answer to its name.
in common?
Yes.
That's a cool cat.
It is.
Any advice in dealing with your sister to get the cat back?
Well, she is. I mean, you've already met her, yes?
Yeah.
Well, then I suppose that you already have some idea of how she likes to conduct her business. I imagine that this will be much the same.
Come on, y'all. Let's go run another errand. I'm sure when we get there to get the cat, we'll have to run another errand. Let's go, do another thing.
Yeah.
Well, I will see you soon.
She just let us walk out?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody remember how to get out of here?
Yeah, it was this way.
we circled around the edge of this lightning thing.
It'll
Yeah,
walk through the lightning, I think.
It was over on this edge.
Should we check out the rest of the place?
I mean, no.
It's the
Unless we're, like,
Tower of Air.
unless we're like have a reason to.
I don't know. We can find something to.
Find what?
I don't know. Like
We're
a
gonna find a damn cat around here. Apparently, that's
I
what we're
don't know,
going
like
for
a
now.
cat. I just
Anything
didn't
it
want to fight
takes
her in
is-
that room.
You think we're gonna find Ushka's sense of direction in a damn room somewhere? You think we're gonna find like your like I forget what you lost. Your creativity.
Yeah, creativity.
Your creativity, artistry, like just
Yeah,
plastered on a wall somewhere.
maybe. I don't know.
X's point is salient, and this is the reason to not choose violence in this instance. Is that if we win, then we've still lost these things. They'll be inaccessible to us in a
We
way
don't know
that
that.
they're
I
not
mean-
currently inaccessible. However,
You just had to touch that. What did you touch?
a thing that was brought to us.
Yeah, well, it's here somewhere, right? Like Gluck was there. Like there are things there. It's not.
Just because we win that battle does not mean that the rest of these guards will be okay with us existing here.
Right now they are. So I'm take a look.
Right now
around.
they are, yes. But if we were to kill their master, they might become less willing to allow us to pass freely.
I'm a little worried that we need an eclipse to actually kill her. I don't know.
Do we?
Yeah, Eclipse is something that we can engineer. I doubt that it's.
I don't know. I don't know.
Do we? I mean,
She says she foresaw it. I don't know if that stuff's real.
perhaps she foresaw it. Perhaps she states it as a measure of protection against others. Who? like
In
us.
any case, I think that we should kill her under an eclipse. That's what she wants anyway. So,
I mean, it was.
if we were to do battle with her,
Cactus
then that would
smile.
be the conditions of the battle. However, we should not do battle with her if we don't know how to retrieve our things and the things of those that have been, of the others who have had things taken from them.
But we're gonna have to do a cat per every one. We don't have that many cats
Well,
or a unicorn horn. I mean, we need more than 3 things, and she only offered 3.
We have a
we don't-
unicorn horn.
Yeah, but that's like
Getting that.
super evil to give. her
yeah,
that.
don't mention that again, please, Kex.
Why not? What are y'all
Um,
afraid of?
Well, it's not that I'm afraid, it's just that we don't have an end then.
What?
We don't have an end then. So we do this,
We
and
don't need an
then
end then. We tell
we
them we
need
have.
the next thing.
We have the next thing.
Well, but why? I don't want to give a super evil creature who can't even identify what she is a unicorn horn of all things.
Also,
very
we need that
powerful.
unicorn horn for freeing Zabilna.
Right. Yeah.
Or we need that Warduke's sword,
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Right.
which maybe we
Oh,
should go get that, and then we could like, oh man, we could definitely kill her with that sword.
If we encounter one of them, the one that we have found, we can yet we have joint purpose currently. Now, you didn't like the term allies, but we do have a common purpose currently.
It seems like there's a lot of people here who would have a common purpose.
I think that there are, and that would be worth cultivating before we do something. So that when we do something, we can do something, and then also see.
I don't know if you know this. I'm no good in a fight. So
What are you talking about? You melted that freaking blob of stuff we found in the
I
well. You were the only
literally
one that
ran around the
done
room
that.
screaming at the top of my lungs, shooting
you-
blasts of acid at it.
Which melted it.
Eventually,
Well, I mean,
again,
yeah,
I was screaming. I don't think she's just going to chase me around the room while I scream and shoot blasts of acid at her.
as
She
long
won't
as you
be
shoot a
moving.
blast of acid at her, I think that'll be fine.
I get my hands on her. She's not getting free.
Well, then put your hands on her. I gave you the opportunity to beat her to death
I
with
know,
the chairs, and you decided
And
not to.
then you left.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't feel like the right time. I want to come back with the cat and an army.
Because it wasn't, Gil. Because we don't know what to do if we succeed.
Sure, we do.
What?
We have an
Search the
entire
tower?
realm that's now under our power. We can do
We
whatever the
don't.
hell we want to.
We don't.
Just search the tower.
Don't you know how these things work? Topple the tyrant, and you become the tyrant. So we
I don't
topple
wanna-
the tyrant.
That is not how things work.
We do.
No,
We're
that
not.
actually
topple
is.
the
That
tyrant.
actually is. Let me tell you the story
I
of.
don't want to be a
I
tyrant.
start quoting stories. Here's a story of somebody who toppled the tyrant and became the
And then,
tyrant.
Well,
Here's
you don't have
another
to be a
story.
tyrant. You can be, just.
then
Yes,
Bramwell starts
obviously.
quoting actual history at you.
And then I also quote actual history at you.
Oh,
Yeah, we can
is it
both
a
do
card
this.
duel?
We can both do this.
Are we both? We're both being super selective.
Right, yes, exactly. You guys like talk so much about doing something. We had an opportunity to do something there, and then we didn't do anything. Instead, we said, "Yes, ma'am, we'll go get your damn cat for you."
Well,
And
but
now
we
we're-
didn't have Hurley with us, or
Yeah, Hurley couldn't even perform in front of 20 people on a stage. You think he would be any good in a fight? Come
yes,
on.
that's not how those things aren't related at all.
Yes, they actually are.
He
They
looks
very
pretty
much
good in a
so
fight.
are.
Like he looks like he big.
No, he would quiver as soon as like she did something. He would like, oh gosh, oh no, and then he.
What
would
about the puppet? We
Yeah, the psychic puppet. The one that like
Yep.
does psychic
Oh,
damage
man.
when it grapples people.
what was his
Oh.
name?
Yeah, what was his name? He was great. Whoever that was, he was awesome.
Listen, we're going to get the cat. I'm just saying, like, I'm tired of hearing you guys talking about we're going to do something and we don't do something.
Well, maybe
like,
we'll just. She's
We just keep
creepier though.
we just keep running errands. We're errand boys. It's fine. We'll just keep running errands. That's fine. Like
Maybe we'll just go
keep doing that.
overthrow her sister first. That might be like easier, Like she wasn't quite as evil. This one seems
Well,
really
that would
evil.
be an interesting thing now that you mention it, Gil. We already have what we need from Zabilna.
What?
We already have what we need from Zabilna.
What do you mean?
Free her?
Well, if we're going back there to get the cat, there's not an and then in that instance.
I feel like I made a pretty
Oh,
good
you're
plan.
saying you mean the Bavlorna?
Have Lorna, yeah. Thanks.
What if we just like freed Sibilna and she took care of all of it?
How do you propose we do that, Ushka?
Apparently, we
flamethrower
can
sword.
get a sword from a guy.
Or the
War Duke
unicorn.
just gonna hand it over to us? The guy from the League of Malevolence is gonna be like, here, take my flaming sword, go do good with it. You think that's really how that works?
No.
Maybe.
I
He
kind of
might be.
creepy.
What'd you say?
If he isn't as bad a place as Scylla is, then he may be willing to assist us in this.
Yeah, maybe the League of Malevolence was outmatched by the hags and the malevolence. Maybe willing to do bad things against the hags. Like returning, giving us the sword so we could get Sibilna.
We're using the sword as we need it to be used. They could use it. We don't need to have it. We just need to have it do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Breaking apart the cauldron.
Okay.
So we break apart the cauldron and then Zabilna is freed? Is it an A then B? Do we break apart the and then Zybilna is not freed yet, and then there's something else that we need to do, but we have shown our hand
I think you're
and
forgetting.
we have to encounter all three of the hags? If that's the case, then we should go back and we should kill Bavlarna and then Zybilna.
Aren't you forgetting
If
a few steps? Do we know where Warduke is?
We can find out.
No.
From
we don't.
who?
Well, we should start asking.
We don't even know where the Palace of Heart's Desire is.
also true.
We could ask about that as well. There are a lot of very nice people around here who've been very helpful when we ask questions.
There are a lot of oppressed people who are stuck here and are very willing to help somebody else that's willing to do what's necessary to actually solve a problem. But we need to be able to have the next step. We have to have the next step, or else we can't take the first step because we don't know what the first step's going to lead to.
Sometimes you just take steps and then you end up somewhere. That's most of my life.
That is not going to be a good strategy in this instance. We need to know what's going to happen next before we can do what happens first.
But we have to go find out. Like, we can't figure that out just standing here talking to each other. We don't know the answers. We need to go.
No, so let's go kill
find out.
Bavlarna and get the cat.
What? Where is the cat going to help us free Zybilna?
The cat will help us fulfill one thing for Indolin, and then maybe we can get a better deal on this next thing.
You might
But
level up
what
too.
happens if something bad happens to one of the hags, and then the other two hags find out about it, and then you have to face the other two hags with their combined power? Like, that's a problem.
So if we kill Bavlarna, we're going to face the other two hags with a combined power. So
Potentially.
that's going to be a problem.
Yep. Potentially.
Why don't we just go back in there and kill Indolin then? And just like, if we're going to face potential problems anyway, let's just go ahead and take care of the problem.
Because
You got
we
an
might
eclipse then?
not. If we go and fight Indolin now, what if we get our allies with us first? And then we fight Indolin with our combined power, and then if the other hags come at us with their combined power, then we have our combined powers combined rather than having them spread throughout this realm.
A lot of talking about fighting.
Well, there's no good way to get our last item, and there's many more things that need to be freed from these hags before everyone is made whole.
What makes us think that the four of us, just common people from not the Feywild, are going to kill hags? Why not leave it to someone like Zybilna, who probably could kill a hag?
Eldath teaches that we do not wait for help to come, we are the help that comes.
I'm not suggesting we wait for help to come. I'm suggesting we go get it.
Now that is a more interesting alternative.
So we should free Zybilna. And she can deal with the hags, and then we
Should
can
we
get...
free Zybilna before or after we get the cat, though? If we get the cat, then more of us are at more of our potential without having a hole in our souls.
I feel like the cat's kind of a separate thing. We could always...
I don't think that it is. I think it's part of the through line. Like, if we get the cat, and then we get your sense of direction, or we get the cat, and then we get Gil's creativity, and you have that part of your soul back in your body,
Uh-huh.
then that makes you more formidable because you're whole.
I'm not formidable.
You are formidable in the way that you are. You don't have to brandish a sword to be formidable.
I can research really well. I don't think that's going to help us. I haven't even seen a real library.
That means you can think. So think.
I did. Let's go free Zybilna and get out of here.
Before we free the cat.
I don't understand why you're stuck on the cat.
Because it can get one of you back what you've lost.
What was the library that we saw downstairs? I can't remember what that was.
Yeah, you walked through that library on the way up here. That was just all those black books, except the one that had like the weird frog
Oh yeah, which I stole.
spine, which you took, and a vial fell out of it that you caught before it fell to the floor.
I put it in a pocket.
Yep.
What
And then
were
I-
the other books? Did we see
You
what they
didn't-
were?
You didn't look at any of them. They all looked identical, and it was just these black leather-bound books, all the same size, same thickness, just lining that whole room.
It's like, even passing that, Yushka says I didn't see a real library. I haven't seen a real library in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we get a cat, we bring it back, we maybe get another opportunity to do something not horrific, to get something else.
Hey, y'all remember when like somebody recently said they came here and said something about Endolin can like see the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
If we bring the cat back, like, do we get like some vision of the future? Or if we, I don't know.
They also said that obtaining that vision of the future comes at a huge cost that can't be repaid.
One, and it has something to do with, I don't know if we're still standing where we're standing. It has
Is-
something to do with this like lightning tower?
Is this thing really loud? Right?
I mean, it's like, making this kind of whirring and spinning, and lightning is crackling along it. So I mean, it's not like hurting your ears loud, but it's this droning, whirring apparatus.
But we could have this close conversation.
Yeah,
With
like
lots of
there's
noise.
enough noise that like nobody. I mean, the only people out here are the like goblins that are sweeping up the floor down at like the bottom level of this thing. Which, well, I mean, yeah, that's where you are. You're at the bottom level. There's the kind of viewing area above it, but they're not paying any attention, and there's enough of that whirring anyway that like as long as you're not yelling at each other, it's not going to carry down to over to where they are.
Perfect.
So we go get a cat. Yes.
I mean, you really don't want to check this place out and see if we can just find what we need or find something useful?
Actually, that would be interesting to find where they keep us from going. Because if we find where they keep us from going, then that will give us more information about where we want to be.
Cax, you up to sneaking around a bit and just checking out the place?
Whatever, man. Let's just do it.
Well, I mean, you can.
That helps with the and then what though?
You
'Cause
keep
if we know
speaking.
where-
You keep speaking like whatever you just said means anything. Like let's just do it.
I mean, you can blend in, right? You can.
Well, yeah. But I mean, how's that help you guys?
Well, that doesn't. But
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying. If you want to go
Josh,
take a quick.
What kind of small beasts have we seen around here? Like, are there rats or mice or anything that seem to otherwise go unattended and cared for?
No, actually, there's not really any animals running around. I mean, you've seen the only creature that you've seen like a lot of is the Darklings.
Is the
Darklings.
Oh, the,
So they were the audience, yeah. And there's
Right,
a lot
right,
of them. Everybody else is just sort of like, there's the
I was
troop, the
more
different
looking for-
troops. There's all sorts, people who've come from all over the place here.
no, I was more looking for common creatures that might
But-
be.
Yeah, there's no like, animals scurrying about.
Scurrying
anywhere.
mice
Yeah.
or anything. Okay, makes sense. Feywild wouldn't necessarily just have
Yeah,
scurrying.
and
mice.
it's like way up on the mountain, carved out of the castle.
What size are darklings?
They're medium.
I mean, I make myself look like a darkling.
fit in his pocket.
Do what?
I could fit in his pocket like as a mouse.
That's freaking awesome. What do you mean you're not like? You can turn into a mouse? Have we seen this before?
I think once.
Yeah, I feel like it's happened once.
Oh, I turned into a horse when we rode through the forest. Or I
Yeah.
turned,
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that. You can turn into a horse. That's you turn into a bear?
Oh, that'd be scary.
Hell yeah, what? Can you do it?
I mean, yeah. Yes.
Then you're formidable. Bears are formidable. Can you turn into a dragon?
Whoa, no, wow. No.
That would be cool.
I haven't really studied
well-
that. I haven't studied that. I study more, other creatures, not really how to make myself into other creatures. I could just do some simple things.
Turning into a bear is pretty awesome.
Well, I mean, it's not a big bear.
Well, I mean, if you're a mouse in my pocket, I can make one of you guys, invisible. I don't know what to do with the other one.
Well, now this
There-
is getting more interesting.
There is a whole big box of costumes downstairs.
You're not wrong.
I mean,
Or we could just
if you're
dress up
as
like-
you're all talking about like disguising and looking it up, like, oh yeah, there was that whole big room full of costumes and masks and wigs and all sorts of stuff that we rummaged through down there.
I mean, I'm really sneaking is not really my forte. Like passing people in the halls is hard. So maybe you guys, yeah, I mean, maybe you guys just do it, and I'll go I'll go round up the troops or something.
Yeah, but what if you get caught?
If I get what?
What if you get caught?
I mean, I just say I was talking to people. I'm not gonna like start a fight or anything.
Well, then what if they say, "Where's the rest of the people that you came with, that you went up to talk to Indolum and Gray with?"
I'll say I went to the bathroom and got lost. I was trying to find the bathroom. Do they have those here?
That's so cliche.
Do they have this here?
Probably. I mean, you haven't
Fair
really
question.
looked for one, but
Does that
I mean, it's
work?
reasonable to assume there's one here somewhere.
I'll just tell them I got to take a big old dump, and I was trying to find a good spot. They'll probably get me out real quick. Have famously huge turds.
Backs out.
I don't relish the idea of us splitting up.
Think that it's a bad plan. That's why it makes you feel bad.
I mean, what if we split 2 and 2 if we have to split instead of 3 and 1?
So I can make Bram or Gil invisible with me, and then you can hop into somebody's pocket.
Well, I mean, if I'm not going with you guys, then I don't need to change into anything if I'm just walking around.
Well, why don't we just all walk around and see what happens?
I think that might be the better idea because I do want to provoke a reaction. Provoking the reaction will let us know where we're not supposed to be.
Kind of feeling
Sneaking around when we already have free reign of walking around, that's not as helpful. But if they intentionally keep us out of certain areas, then we know that there's something in those areas that's worth keeping us out of.
until they report us that we're just walking around snooping. But that's okay, because then we can get on with this revolution nonsense. It's a great idea. Let's go do it.
Really,
Let's
you
go
guys
open
can
some
go
doors.
on. You guys can
fine.
go on without me. I'll be fine. I'll go hang with Hurley, and
No, we go together.
I'll put our crew back together. I don't know where we left
Let's
them.
go get our crew, and then we can go look.
You guys can just start looking right here. I'll go down and I'll start that. Don't worry.
With everybody together.
I'm not good at sneaking and snooping, so it's
We're not
gonna
sneaking,
ruin.
we're just walking.
You should sneak. I don't know why I should keep Cax and Ushka from doing what they're best at, and apparently,
Not good at it. I could just turn into a mouse.
that's awesome. I wish I could turn into a mouse.
But it doesn't make me good at it. It just makes me smaller.
Yeah, I can't go that direction.
I don't know.
Oh, so where do we go first? Like, do we want to just go across to one of those hallways, pointing over here and here?
Sure.
It's as good a place to start as any.
Okay. Usually we'll start walking around the edge.
Yeah, walking over
Towards there.
towards.
We're
Yeah.
just walking.
Yeah.
Casually.
Pushka's not looking casual.
Not casually walking.
Like,
Yeah.
like someone trying to be casual, clearly
Yeah.
failing it.
Ushka, you gotta relax.
Yeah.
Relaxed. This
so yeah,
is
you
me
can-
relaxed.
Yeah, you can walk around to walk around to that, and it's it's one of those stone doors. Looks like all the other doors in the whole place that you've seen so far.
Go and try to open it.
Yeah, it swings open. And if and as you step through it, you're on a balcony. And if you look down, it overlooks the stage. So this balcony is fringed with these thick drapes of this kind of like musty velvet with black lace trim that you step out through, or is sort of like hanging over that. You can close the drapes over the opening here. It's got black marble railings that are decorated with these kind of leering alabaster masks. There's a large square mirror set in the wall behind the balcony. So you can and it's got wooden panels flanking on either side that have thunderclouds and lightning bolts. And it's got an upholstered bench that faces like this grand view of the stage and the stormy sky out behind it. And yeah, you realize that as you kind of like look around, that this is a two-way mirror. So you realize that like if you could, and there's another, there's a doorway. I guess this doesn't have it on it, but if you step out onto the balcony like through the doorway and go back and forth, you realize that like this would let you sit behind this chamber and observe the people in the box without being seen. So yeah, from the balcony side, from the open side, looks like a mirror. From the inside, you can watch what's going on outside. But and this is where you saw Endalyn up when you were watching the play. She was up on this balcony. So yeah, and then it's got stairs that go down, towards the stage level. So those stairs just wind all the way down to the ground.
Is anybody performing right now?
No, there's no play going on.
Bummer.
Lame. All right. Expecting the same.
Do you see anybody in the courtyard area or like the stage area or no?
Yeah, there are some people working down there. So some of like the stage, the goblin stage crew is working. You see the darklings kind of milling around. Some people look like they might be getting ready for a rehearsal, or maybe just finished a rehearsal. So there's some other people milling about. Yeah, and Ushka, that other one looks identical to this one, just
Right.
opposite.
Kind of figured.
Yep.
Stepping out and looking across.
Yep, same thing.
And
Are,
Okay, just
are there any like suns or moons out here?
no.
Keep walking around to that next
That
pathway.
hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's just another hallway. It's got those, the glowing red sconces on the walls. Yep, and same kind of doorway at the end of it.
Opens? Or try to open
Yeah,
it?
it opens. And this tower has a sparsely furnished guest room. Actually,
I
people
guess.
inside?
yeah, they're not in there. They're
Oh, okay.
outside.
And listen into the door.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I saw a knock on doors before opening them. Is that true?
oh
yeah.
shit, me too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes, we've been knocking on doors
Knocking
before
on
we
doors.
entered.
Yeah.
What? I just opened them.
Yeah. So there's this kind of guest room, sparsely furnished guest room attached to a stone balcony, and there's a door connecting them that's kind of swinging back and forth in the wind. And through that doorway, you see 3 darklings, and one detached shadow that's just kind of hanging out with the darklings, and anchored to this balcony. So it's got battlements, and there's this rope coming down, tethering this enormous flying balloon that is like a sort of framework that's got a storm cloud inside it. So this bulging rain cloud inside a framework, and then the rest of it below that is a basket, like a normal hot air balloon. Just where the balloon would normally be, there's a storm cloud instead.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
As you...
And the darklings they look at you as you step out, but they're not aggressive. They're not like doing anything. They just seem surprised to see some people step into this room or out onto the balcony.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Is that a shadow?
Is this any particular shadow?
Yeah, it is and actually, I'm seeing if I have a. Oh yeah, you already have this handout. I think in your, available in your. Yeah, you do. So you already have a handout that says Charm, who you may recognize from when you met her in Bavlorna's cottage.
Charm?
Yeah. So Charm is one of the Darklings. And she speaks up and says, yes, the shadow is my shadow.
Player art.
Yes,
player
in the
art
player art handout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you saw her, you witnessed her, she was talking to Bavlorna when you first showed up at Bavlorna's cottage, and then she was gone. And now she's on this balcony. And she tells you, yes, that's my shadow.
Wait, sorry. So she's here as well, or her
So
shadows?
so she's here. There's 2 other Darklings and her shadow.
Got
So there's 4 creatures total on the balcony. And she's the one who answers.
Oh. Hello again.
Oh yes, you visited Bavlorna.
As did you.
Yes, I did.
You're making quite the round to the sisters.
Oh, yes, well, I come and go.
Is that your lightning balloon?
Yes, it is.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you. It makes
Is that
travel
how you-
here much more pleasant.
I imagine. Did you come to see Indolin?
I visit with Endolin every so often, take in a
Oh.
play.
Mm-hmm. Did you see us perform?
Oh, no, unfortunately, no, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I've just been waiting to speak to Endolin. He hasn't been available yet. So.
oh, yeah. We talked to her.
Oh,
Didn't
good.
go well.
Well, I hope your meeting went well.
It did not go well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Are you leaving soon? Are you going to be here a while?
Well, I'm going to wait until she's ready to see me.
And then where are you heading? You're not going back to see like Bavlorna sometime soon, are you?
I mean, eventually, at some point, probably.
You have room in that flying balloon for more?
Do you need a ride to Bevlorna?
Apparently.
Hitchhiking.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we were planning to go visit her again. It would really make things nice if we could travel with you.
We could probably arrange something. But as I said, I do have to see Endelyn first. So I can't leave until I've done my business with her.
So how is your shadow there? and you're there.
Oh, well, my shadow is separate.
Right, but what?
Does it bother you?
No. And sometimes other beings here treat me a little oddly, but no. It's actually quite useful.
What
How
do you
did
mean?
it happen?
What do you say, Yushka? I didn't hear you.
You start going at the same time. So Gil said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "How did it happen?"
Oh, well, Endelyn did it for me, but yeah, I don't know. I send my shadow around and it can do things that I can't always do myself.
She wanted us to trade our shadows, and we were not okay with that.
Oh. Well, it's not for everyone, I suppose, although would you really miss it that much?
Yeah,
Do you use your shadow a lot?
all the time. Pretty much anytime there's light.
What do you... Oh, you just... Your shadow is cast and it follows you around and it's attached to you. It's not... Yours isn't
But
separate.
Indolin already stole something from me, and I didn't even really know what it was for a while, but I definitely missed it, even though I didn't know what it was. And so here I am trying to get it back, and she's like, give me your shadow instead. So why wouldn't I end up missing my shadow? Because I missed this other thing. She won't give me.
When
She
your
stole
shadow's
it.
attached, it doesn't really do anything.
Well,
Not
of
like
course
mine,
do you-
which can do a lot of things.
Well, but
Do you,
then
do you
she'll
feel
take
like a part of you? Do you feel like a part of you is missing?
No,
No.
because she still has hers. No, Indolin was saying she was going to take our shadows, and then she was probably going to use it to steal other people's stuff.
Perhaps.
Did
Well,
it
no,
hurt?
she would.
That's what,
That's what happened to me. She used gleam. She used my newly met Glister. Where was it, Gleam or Glister that we're traveling with? I forget.
Gleam.
Gleam.
Yeah.
It took Gleam's shadow, and Gleam's shadow ended up stealing my essence and his essence, and here we are. So she was just going to use it for more evil.
Well, I mean, my shadow steals things from me. Not from you, but it's very handy.
Did it hurt?
No, I mean, it was uncomfortable. It was strange at first. But I've gotten used to it.
Cax is like, could be useful.
Interesting perspective.
And
My
Sufyan's
shadow.
all of Sufyan's other characters would agree.
My shadow.
Well, why don't you just... I mean, is the thing that she took from you, is it something you really need?
My sense of direction.
Oh. That would be helpful to have.
I've been very lost without it.
It's more than the thing, though. It's I don't know,
Right.
I just haven't felt.
Whole.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine I continue to feel not whole without a shadow.
Well, is that true? Do you not feel whole without your shadow?
She is whole because she has her shadow.
But it's like it's not. But she's like,
It's still hers. It just can
But just
travel.
carry it around. I mean, okay. So if you were to like leave your shadow, like in a house, and then like you went somewhere without it, would you feel incomplete without it?
No.
If you gave it to Indolin and it was no longer yours, would you feel incomplete without it?
Maybe. I've never tried that.
I would.
You could.
No,
I mean, you would feel
if I
incomplete
were
without it.
you, if I were you, I wouldn't do that.
Well, why don't you just trade your shadows for the thing that you're missing and then just get your shadows back?
How do we get them back?
Well, I mean, it's simply just a curse. So if you know of a way to remove a curse, then your shadow will come back
Wait.
to you.
Losing your
Wait.
shadow is just a curse?
Yes.
Wait, we can do that, right?
Yes. Eldath has ways of solving them.
Well, but like, is it just like a regular curse, or is it like worse than that?
No, it's just a regular, whatever that means. But
Well,
as
I mean,
far as
like,
I know,
is Indolin's-
if you have the ability to magically remove a curse, then your shadow will return.
I don't know. I don't know if Indolin puts some type of extra magic in it or
I doubt it.
something that
Is
it
it-
can't.
All of it curses? I mean, she actually physically took, but like
Well,
my thing is
that's
that
how
a curse?
That's how. Oh, the thing she took from you?
Yeah.
No,
Is that just a curse?
no, that's not a curse. But the thing when she removes a shadow with her shears, just her way of enacting the curse.
I'm game.
Wait, wouldn't she be mad?
Oh, probably very mad. Yes.
Fine. I'm game.
It makes him more excited.
Like, do I need to be near my shadow to undo the curse?
No.
Or can I just go away and hide and undo the curse?
Yeah. You can go
My
away and
shadow
hide.
would just return?
Yes. I mean, she might come looking for you or send some minions
No.
after you, but
Here's a question: would she make Gil and Ushka? Would y'all be the ones that have to remove your shadow?
oh,
Okay.
if you were the two who are missing something. Oh no,
Yeah.
she'd take whatever shadows you have to offer. I'm sure.
I mean,
Whatever shadows we have to offer.
sounds simpler than getting a
I mean,
cat.
as long as you bring her someone who's willing to give up their shadow.
I feel like she would be suspicious if we went back in there and said, okay, we'll trade our shadows.
I don't know. Maybe she just
It might not
think
if
you had a change of heart and decided
we
that
realized that it was far easier to trade our shadows than to go across hither, thither, and yon twice to get one person's back.
That's how you lost your shadow.
what had her remove it.
Yeah.
Yes, but I bargained with her to. I gave her something else in exchange so I could keep it.
Just,
Oh, so when you get it, okay.
yeah, when you remove the curse, I imagine your shadow becomes regular shadow again.
Right. I am still cursed, but I chose to
Oh.
keep the curse in
Like
exchange
in a
for
good
something
way.
else that I gave her, so that she would not keep my shadow. I would get to keep it and
Oh.
use it as
What
a
did,
sovereign.
what did she take from you?
Oh, I gave her something.
I mean, all right, what did you give her?
I gave her an item of considerable power.
Oh,
Who are we talking to right now?
You're talking to.
charm the other witch that was at Pavlona's.
I gotta ask, was it a flaming longsword or flaming sword?
No, it was not a flaming sword.
Okay, all right, good. I assumed it wasn't, but
No, it was something I stole from her sister Scabatha.
Oh,
She
you
was
do
very
like to
happy
steal
to have
things
it.
from each other.
They do. They do like to. They seem. It's almost more of a game to them, swapping things back and forth, seeing who can pull one over on the other.
Yeah. You guys know how to remove a curse?
I believe I can if if I have the opportunity to pray to my God, then I can do that.
That feels weird.
What feels weird?
Well, I mean, like, what if it doesn't work and we just don't have shadows, and then she uses our shadows to do horrific things?
Well, then we're ready to, do the thing we should have done half an hour ago.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, then we would have no shadows. And we would need a different way of gaining them back as Kex suggested.
Uh-huh.
Is Charm telling the truth? She seems honest, but is there any hint of?
I mean, you can see if you pick up on anything, if you'd like.
You do that insight thing.
You can.
The insight, say.
Or if that's something I'm bothered with. Oh, it is something I'm bothered with. I guess this is something I intended my character to do. But I mean, I do it well.
Cax, you're convinced that she hasn't lied to you.
I was kind of convinced anyway. That's why I didn't roll the die yet. But
Oh, that's not you.
no, that was me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I just remembered she is witch looking.
Yeah.
Like, and we're not supposed to trust them.
And
And,
Bram,
like, she just
and Bram, you
admitted-
also get a sense like, yeah, she's telling the truth.
She openly admitted using her soul, her shadow to steal stuff. Like,
yeah.
She's very nonchalant about this shadow trading business.
Yes.
and yeah.
I mean, it seems like the quickest way to make some forward progress here. Then we
It
can
is
sit her off when we are where we want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could certainly choose our choose favorable ground.
You're not going to tell Indolin about this whole conversation, are you?
Of course not. I'm not going to do anything that would affect our business relationship.
What is your business relationship?
Oh, I bring her things and I am well compensated. And I would hate to not have access to the things that she can give any longer.
Ah, got it. And so you wouldn't want her to know that you told us that we can just remove the curse to get our soul or shadows back?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you so much. You've been really helpful.
Oh, you're welcome.
And again, this is a really cool storm balloon.
Thank you.
Is that what you call it?
I call it a balloon.
Oh. Well, it's really cool.
Well, thank you.
Had more time, I want to study it. That looks over her shoulder.
Everybody make an insight check.
No.
Yeah, because she's not the only one standing there. Yeah.
So Cax, you get the sense that she's not annoyed, but she does seem to be, after you kind of said, after Ushka said what he said and thank you for the information, all that, she does seem to be kind of expecting maybe an offer of something in return. And so she's not like insisting on it, but she kind of is like,
I was actually looking at my character sheet like, I wonder if we need to pay her.
Yeah, she does seem to be, again, not annoyed, not aggravated that you haven't yet, but just sort of like waiting, like, it would be nice if they repaid me in kind for this information.
Right.
She
I
hasn't
have a
said anything.
potion.
So in the spirit of, you know,
Reciprocity.
reciprocity, thank you. Is there something we can, well, repay the favor since you've so willingly shared information that could potentially damage your business relationship?
Oh my god! I didn't even think about that. Oh gosh.
That would be very kind of you.
Starts kind of going through his backpack.
I don't even know what you have in there.
Bunch of stuff.
How about this potion?
Oh. Well, that would be very kind of you.
All right.
I'd be happy
Thank
to
you.
have it. Thank you. And I wish you luck with your dealings with Endolin.
You as well.
And yeah, and you?
Thank you.
Okay, well, have a nice day, and maybe we'll get a chance to ride with you on your cool balloon.
Oh, I hope so. If we're still here and you're ready to depart and our paths take us the same way, then certainly.
I wish you were Indolent instead. He walks through, heads back towards the chamber.
So accommodating.
Yeah, see, everybody here is so
Sweet.
nice.
Right? I mean, she's obviously, kind of like not doing good things, but at least basic decency.
Yeah,
She has basic decency.
yeah. Well, and, and thinking sort of like, long, thinking back to all your time here, a lot of like the residents, like the original residents of this place, have kind of been that way. Like
They still hold true to those three truths,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yep. Even if they aren't necessarily good people.
Right.
Right.
Ushka walks back. Well, I don't know. Ushka doesn't. Ushka would not lead this procession.
just right back in there.
Bramwell will, though.
So I would knock on the door.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and as you get back, the Darkling Elder is still there and kind of ushers you in. And Endolin doesn't appear when you first step into the room, but as she hears you, steps out from behind the curtain onto the dais again. Oh, I didn't expect you all to return quite so soon. Have you made it all the way to my sister's and back in such a short time? It seems impossible.
Certainly no.
Well, then, what can I do for you?
We talked about it. I think we're just gonna get right to it, and we'll do the shadow thing.
Ah, so you do wish to make a little trade after all.
Not really. But
Yeah.
It is the most expedient way to get what you came for. That is certain.
Guess it's not quite as evil as I thought it was, but what are you gonna do with it?
Well, I will hold on to it here until I have a need for it, and then it may do some tasks for me.
You're gonna have it steal people's stuff, are you?
Well, we'll see. There are many uses for a shadow.
Is that not illegal? Do you're allowed to steal the stuff?
Well,
Shadows are allowed to steal the stuff. How does that work with the rules?
no one's stopped me so far.
So you enforce that rule for others? No one enforces it for you?
If it's beneficial.
Okay, can we get it over with?
Sure. Who would like to?
Anushka steps up.
Wonderful. So this won't take but a moment. And so she takes out this set of shears. Let's see. Picture. No. But they are, yeah, they're iron shears. And are you willing to do so?
Weird question. I am accepting. I don't know if I count as willing, but I accept that part of me is going to be taken away and get a part of me back.
Yes, that is the bargain.
Okay.
So she takes this iron set of shears and kind of snips around your feet. And your shadow just stays there. And says, you can step away.
Hmm. He steps away and watches
And
the
it
shadow.
stays rooted there. And she beckons to it, and it moves off towards the wall. So, shall I retrieve your item now, or would you like to? You came for two things, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do it. And Cax, you didn't want to do it, did you? You seem kind of interested.
You need me to?
I don't need you to. I just, I can do it.
I mean, I don't need my shadow.
So do you step forward, Cax, or
Gil's stepping forward.
Gil stepping forward. Okay. So she says, and you willingly give up your shadow?
For now.
Kind of looks at you for a second and then starts to snip along your feet like she did with Ushka. Okay. You may step away. Same kind of thing. Your shadow stays rooted to the floor. She beckons. It moves off towards the wall. You are both cursed. But there's no other effect aside from that you are cursed, and you don't cast a shadow. Or now. Well then, shall I retrieve your things?
Yes.
Wait here but a moment, and I will return. And she walks out through the door.
Which door?
The one that you all came in towards the order room.
Oh. I don't know where she's going.
What's behind the curtain?
So if you look behind the curtain, wait, you're in. There is an empty alcove.
She just sits in there
Yep.
when people arrive.
Just to make a grand entrance. Yep. Yep.
Getting used to not having a shadow. It's weird.
Yeah, and it probably seems a little weird when you look down and like, yeah. And they're just like hanging out against the wall over there. And it looks like your shadow, like it's the shape of you still, but it's just sitting over there.
Just go walk over. Don't worry, buddy. I'll get you back. Just whispers to it. Walks back away from it.
Yep. Yeah, and it's just sitting there. So after a few moments, Endelyn comes back in to the room, and
How long was she gone for?
just a few minutes. That's all. So she did not go far, wherever she went. And she comes back with a couple things. I will tell you what they are in just a moment. Okay. So, she's holding two items. Do I have pictures of? I don't. So, one thing that she's holding is, oh, actually, no, I do have. There is a picture. Okay, so one of the things that she's holding is this pipe.
Cool.
Yeah, this like weird dragon pipe. And the other thing that she's holding is, oh, perfect, the thing right next to it. This blue orb, which, yeah, you can see has a N and an S on it, and probably an E and a W also. So she's holding these two items, and she says, so these, I believe, belong to you. And she holds out the pipe towards Gil and the orb towards Ushka.
Thank you. He'll take the globe.
So yeah, you hold the orb, and you feel, as soon as you take that orb, Ushka, you feel this sense of like that, that thing that has been, that part of you that's been missing all this time, that, ache, that hole that's been there, that emptiness is all of a sudden gone. It's filled. You feel whole for the first time since you were a child, and you feel like you are fully who you are. And it's you haven't felt this way in years, decades, however long it's been for you. You finally, this is Ushka as he was meant to be.
Figure out who that is.
You don't
Except
feel
for
anything.
Shadow. But you said I don't feel anything?
Not when you take the pipe, no. Oh yeah, and Ushka, you all of a sudden realize, like, oh, that is north, that is east, west, south, like, whoa, I know where I am, I know what, like, all of a sudden that all comes back, and you're like, oh, I understand, like, where I'm going.
Directions.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow. I know where I'm going. I mean, not right now. Generally.
You feel complete again, right?
Looks over at the wall. Mostly.
Well, I mean, like, feel complete. Not necessarily are complete.
And Gil, how do you feel?
What's this?
It's a pipe.
That's not what I lost.
Well, did you lose an orb?
Well, doesn't not doing anything. But
Yeah.
Have you ever used a pipe before?
You have to smoke it?
That's what you do with a pipe.
I just had to touch the orb and
Well, to use an orb, you hold
just
it.
Cax had to. Yes.
Oh. Put the pipe up to my lips and I don't
Move
know.
your trunk out of the way.
Yeah, smoke it, man. Smoke it.
Yeah.
Do I have to light it? Is it?
No? Oh. That whole thing was supposed to be to you, Soof, but
That's fine.
you see it. It's in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have that thing. So yeah, you're holding it in your mouth, Gil?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can, yeah, I mean, you can hold it in your mouth.
Not doing anything. I have to. You have to put something in it. How do you do it?
Do it like you would use a pipe.
I don't know. I don't used a pipe in years. How do you even use a pipe? Do you have to something to burn in it, right?
Puff on. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you would just.
No, I mean, I'll try and puff on
Do you
it.
need me to? Do you need me to light that?
I guess.
So when
I
you
don't
puff
know.
on it, and you don't even like before
Oh.
Ushka can even light it. When you puff on it, you feel this feeling of that emptiness, that missing piece of you is gone. It's been filled. It's been complete. You feel whole again. You feel like Gil as he was when he first went and joined the circus. You haven't tried it, but you feel like you can imagine pictures so clearly in your head again that if you had something, you feel like you could translate these to paper with no effort. That it would just come naturally to get these ideas back out onto paper. And you also, I don't know why that splits that up when I try to whisper it and copy paste, but anyway, you have this pipe that does this thing. You see in the chat.
All right.
Pretty cool.
This feels knows what he's doing in his short rests now.
Smoking his pipe, making different creatures.
Yep.
Well then. So, you have what you came for?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything else I can do?
Like a lot of things.
But it worked.
Oh, you wish to bargain for more? I have more things.
Mm.
And you have more shadows.
We do.
Yeah. And Gleam's shadow and blister back.
Golma back.
Who?
Golma.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get. Yeah, I halfway remember that one.
Oh, yes, the little... I know who you mean. Well, they are of great value to me here. Afraid that's going to be a little more than simply a shadow.
You kidnapped him.
Yes, and he's very useful in my work here.
But you kidnapped him.
Yes.
I'm just looking at Bramwell like,
Duh. what about Glister?
Lister.
Gleam's sister.
What about her?
Well, I mean, like,
Where is she? Is she all right?
well, you know, I'm freeing her.
Oh, I'm sure she's fine.
Where do you keep her?
She is here. She is an excellent and very quiet house guest.
Oh, right, but no, I mean, like trading a shadow to free her.
Oh no, I'm
Make
afraid
her
I
be-
can't let her go free.
Why not?
She represents a danger that I wish to prevent.
Because she
Oh,
kidnapped her.
Your death by eclipse.
How do you know about that?
Everyone knows about it.
Someone has told you.
Well, I mean, yeah. Doesn't everybody know?
I mean, we didn't know till we got to this place. So honestly, if you hadn't taken our stuff, we never would have came here, and therefore we never would have known. So it's kind of your fault for us knowing that, to be honest. I mean, if we're being real.
Interesting interpretation. But yes, she will stay here with me.
Oh. Then I guess no. No, there's nothing else that you are willing to give that we want. It seems.
Oh. Then our business is concluded.
It's the others. Right? Am I right on that? Did I miss anything?
I don't
Oh, we
think-
got our stuff.
Do you have the scissors are very interesting. It was interesting to see how you could cut away a shadow. How do you reattach a shadow?
Well, I try not to.
Yes, I understand that, but do you have like string and a needle?
No.
So if you don't sew it back on, how do you put it back on?
Glue.
I don't put it. They're much more useful this way.
Yes, I understand, but I'm not talking about practically. I understand in practical, for all practical purposes, they don't go back on. But I'm talking philosophically. Then how does it? If there's a way to take it apart, there must be a way to put it back together again.
Oh, I suppose so.
And you're clever, so I figured that you knew how to do it.
Oh, I could probably figure it out if I had to.
Oh, you've never done it before?
No.
That is interesting.
Like I said, they're much more useful this way.
Yes. I guess it's your sister that's the tinkerer.
Yes.
Okay then.
Well, yes, if there's nothing else, then safe journeys. I appreciate our business, and if you ever find your way back up here, then I hope you will take in some entertainment.
Thank you for that offer.
Certainly.
You are most welcome.
Leaves.
Stayed. The amphitheater was quite lovely.
Thank you. I am quite proud of the work we do here.
Hey, can we go? As we're starting to exit. Can we just go now?
Wait, let's go stand under these whirring things so nobody can hear us for a moment.
Is this a spiral staircase down
And up.
here?
Yes, that goes down and up.
Look, before we go anywhere else, what are we doing? We got all our stuff back. This is what we're here for. But y'all keep talking of bigger plans, but yet I haven't heard an actual plan from here.
Find flamesword guy.
Huh?
Find flamesword guy.
We don't need him.
Free Sibilna.
Because we have a unicorn
Yes.
horn.
Oh, okay. Free Sibilna.
I don't think we're
How
supposed
are we
to
gonna
use the
do that?
unicorn horn.
Well, first we have to find out how to.
I
Do what?
thought it was discussed to some degree, and I forget what that discussion was. Like this Skilla had given us some amount of a clue of how to freeze a donut. I have forgotten.
I also have forgotten.
Ushka would remember.
Yeah. So she told you that the hags used the cauldron to freeze her in time, and she thought that the unicorn horn might be useful. She didn't really have any details about how that is, but she did tell you like somehow she is being kept in stasis in her palace, and it was something. Yeah, and it was something they used that cauldron to do. She did tell you that there are ways to destroy it. Such as this sword that she told you about. What else? Yeah, it can be destroyed. She told you that Igwilv is the adopted daughter of Baba Yaga. But is not one of the true daughters. Is the adopted daughter. Zybilna is actually an alias used by this Igwilv from Orth. And that's basically what she told you about Zybilna and like what's going on with her currently and things you might do. She didn't say particular, like she doesn't know for sure and didn't tell you like, I don't know if destroying the cauldron frees her. I don't know what it does. I just know that the cauldron can be destroyed in this way. And I think the unicorn horn will probably be useful at some point. Or is wrapped up in this all somehow, but she didn't really know.
The cauldron was tied to freezing Zybilna.
Yes.
Whether or not that would actually break.
because the cauldron is the thing that was used to entrap her in this time
Right.
stasis.
But it may not be the thing sustaining trap.
Yeah. But somehow
can be
they enacted the initial trap using this cauldron.
Right, so like freeing Zybilna, and then like when we go to the palace and I could study and probably find our way there now, and we could figure out how to free her, and she could deal with everything else.
So she's in the palace?
I think that's
Imprisoned?
what we understand, yeah.
So
Yes, imprisoned in the palace.
okay. And we know how to get to this palace.
We
No.
can find out.
We can find out.
Mr. Light told me before I jumped through the portal that he said to free the dormant queen. So I'm gonna try and do it.
One like I continue to do bad things, and once we get our shadows back, he whispers unnecessarily, the worrying. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have an enemy, anyways.
Might be good to have a powerful ally.
Yeah.
It's hurt a lot of people, man.
Been hurting a lot of people.
This whole witches and the
I know.
They're
wild
kind of ruining the carnival.
affecting our world too.
Yeah.
I know. So I'm
So,
just
like-
go back in there and whack her.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's as easy as that. Like, you've seen her, right? Like, you actually looked at her.
Do we think going to a palace where these people we're afraid of have imprisoned her is going to be easier than just walking in there and
Maybe.
all right? This is what we want to do.
I mean, it's kind of the right thing to do.
It's a thing to do.
It is the right thing to do. Leaving
By
these
the-
hags in charge is not
By
what we
the by the
should do.
laws of our land, it's the right thing to do. By the laws of this land right now, it's really not the right thing to do.
I think that by the laws of this land, this is also the right thing to do.
No. No. You've spent the last however long we've been here quoting to me these laws of reciprocity and all this.
And
I don't even know what they are because I haven't paid attention to them. But that's all you've been talking about, that we have to follow these and we have to do this thing, we have to do that thing. So now all of a sudden we can't be like, I don't know, this isn't like what we should be doing. Like, which is it? Or is it just your laws when you decide that you want to follow the laws? I just need to know.
I concede that we may be imposing our own realm's laws on this place by going after Zavilna. And that might be the answer to why they haven't tried to liberate Zavilna. But
It's not about law, it's just about good. She was trapped by some really mean hags. And it seems like everybody was happier when the hags weren't in power. It's like, it's just kind of right.
Right. Or dead.
Or what? Dead?
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, Kex. Here we would probably work too. I don't know. They seem powerful. I'm a little nervous that we're not ready for.
We'll
They
never
got-
know till we try.
But then once we try, we might not. They got like they did curses and stuff. Like I don't know. That's creepy, weird stuff.
She
Yeah,
has,
but Bramwell can remove a curse apparently.
but she has my shadow. What if she uses my shadow against me? I can't fight my shadow.
we should wait a little while so that I can praise my god again.
Listen, there's certain spots you can stand when you're fighting your shadow. Just there's a game. You just got to stay in a certain spot and you'll
Left
be
side.
fine. Sorry, yeah, left side the whole time.
Crouch.
I listen. This is fine. I just yeah. I just wish Gil you'd been a little more honest from the beginning what we were doing here, but it's fine.
I think that our purposes have evolved since we got here.
No, our purpose was to come get our stuff. Gil never mentioned we were coming here to free the dormant queen until like, oh, I don't know. I don't even know how time works here, but it wasn't
Because
when
our
we.
purposes have evolved. Our initial purpose wasn't to free any dormant queen. We were unaware
No,
of it.
no, it
Is that
was.
true, Gil?
No, yeah, no. It's always been. It just seemed kind of harder, like a level.
Wait. How has this always been our purpose?
I not ours. It's been in my mind, right? Like since the beginning. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's been in your mind since the beginning, since we got here. It's been in your mind since the beginning, since we found out that this had happened.
I mean, just since Mr. Light and since I kind of learned what's going on.
Wait, since Mr. Light, what?
Yeah, since he told me. Like, I mean, the Witchlight Carnival's been. I mean, there've been issues.
Tell me
Really?
more.
All the issues at the Witchlight Carnival. I mean, we've had people go missing. We've had the things don't work. I can't remember all the issues, but there are.
All the things
All of the things. Yeah.
we knew from episode 2.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
To some
I mean-
extent, but probably I'm
Yeah.
saying things that you don't know
yes.
about.
Yeah.
But I know there was to some extent we had discussed, and Witch and Light had discussed issues that were going on in the carnival related to Zamilda's realm and the hags.
So the things happening with Zabilna's realm are affecting our world.
Well, the
Yeah.
carnival at least, which travels to our world.
Well, we're in our world. It affected us.
But
And
we were also in
plenty
the
of people-
carnival. If we weren't in
plenty
the
of people-
carnival, it wouldn't have affected us.
But lots of people go to the carnival from the material plane.
Right.
Stop
So
going to the carnival.
That affects our world. It's a nice carnival.
Man, there's other
I mean, for-
carnivals.
20 years, the carnival's been my world, and that's. I said 20. I can't remember how long it's been, but
I think
24, 16 or 24 or 28. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah, I forget.
Some
Some multiplier or something.
Look, I don't have a problem doing this. I just want us to put all the cards on the table here. Like, if we're going to do this thing, then let's do this thing. Let's stop talking about it.
Okay.
Right? Because all we're doing is running around this
You know
place.
what? You're right. And he starts heading down the stairs in the right direction.
Hey.
And like he doesn't do it in like a
No.
puff way. He's like, "Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. We should." And he just takes charge and starts going.
Yeah.
All right, we got to follow him.
All
But I was not ready for him to lead the way down the stairs.
March off down the stairs.
There we go.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. So you
Action.
come back down. Oh, this is love. Gonna get you back down there. Give me a second.
Where's the stuff up the stairs?
Maybe, but Ushka walked down the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can always stop him.
not
that's the
move
way
on
he was
that,
going.
Please.
Kak said, "Let's go," and Ushka said, "Yeah, let's go."
Stop moving the whole map. Okay.
The
Kax.
library.
Yeah.
So yeah, you came back down. There was this hallway with the stone door on one end. The other end went back out into that big library room with the Darklings who were kind of sitting over there.
Continue this way.
Back into that room. Yeah, so you're going back through. So that's back in the like dressing, costume, prop room where you got ready for the play.
Yeah, I mean, Ushka knows where he's going. He's just going
Okay.
until somebody stops him. Oh, I just got ripped off the map.
Oh.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm
Good.
back. That was just my mouse being weird.
Good die. Where are we going?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Ushka's walking back out on stage, or to
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
stage area.
yeah. Stage area because we had come up through these stairs.
Yep.
He's literally just walking out the way we came in.
God, man, I'm impressed you remember.
Hey, look.
I
he's-
actually have
knows.
a good memory for maps, even if I don't know what or where Labrador is.
Yeah. Especially now that he knows where he's going.
And yeah, especially now that Ushka knows where he's going.
Yeah.
But Sufjan actually is pretty decent with maps.
Yeah, so you
What
get
might
back
you-
out to that main entrance, so that this chamber with the stairs. They go back down. M1, where do you go to?
Back down into like the, I don't know if it was like a kitchen, I forget.
Yeah, I'm 11. Yep, so that goes back down. Yep, so you pop back out over here. Oop. Not the whole map.
Fly.
Yep. All learn how to fly.
You're riding the lightning now.
That's right.
That's not great.
Ride
Nope.
the lightning.
And back through this hole in the wall that we came in.
Is that the right way to go?
That's the way that we came in. That's the way he's walking out because he knows something.
Yeah. So you're heading back out that way. Just a quick sort of point of order. Did you swing by and pick up your companions on the way back out?
Yes.
Or did Ushka just march and be like, you know what? I know where I'm going now.
Now, Ushka, I don't remember where we left them.
Okay. Yeah, so
we
they
were
were,
in the
you would have had to
dressing
like
room.
take a small detour from the dressing room over and say, okay, we're leaving now.
Everybody follow us.
And then you got your owlbear plus the dandelion plus the bumblebee
Let's gleam.
plus gleam. But actually, when you pick them up and as you start walking and they realize like you're heading out, Amador, the dandelion, it's like, well, now that we're here, I need to see my promise through. I promise to reunite Gleam and Glister, and I will see it done.
Oh,
And I will not falter now. I will not give up. I will make sure that she is reunited with her sister.
Yes, we have a plan for that. Follow us.
But we are already here. We're in the right place.
No, we're actually in the wrong place. Follow us.
But no, this is where she is.
She is here.
And I cannot leave until I've seen them reunited.
Well, I mean, you can. Because we're going to reunite them, but in a different way.
How are you going to
At a
reunite them?
different time. It's a plan. You need to come with me so we can talk about it.
No, we're here though. And we can do it. I can do it now.
It may be a challenge.
Where are you going?
We're leaving
To go
so
where?
that we can enact a plan.
But where are you going to?
Back the way we came.
The
Palace of
Palace of
Broken Dreams.
whatever.
Palace of
Broken
Dream. Palace of
Heart's Desire.
Heart's Desire.
and a whisper. We're going to the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Do you even know how to get there?
We are working on that.
Ah, I do. However, I cannot go until I've seen my promise through.
Huh.
If you wait, once I reunite them, I can lead you there, but I cannot go while Gleam and Glister are still
What
kept apart.
what is your plan then?
Well, I will figure it out.
Oh, so you have as much of a plan as we do.
If
We have
that,
slightly more. Gleam, do you think he will be able to succeed at this currently in this space, in this time?
he is a very brave and noble knight.
True. But do you think he'll succeed right now?
I hope he will.
Very good. However, it may be more beneficial to have additional support in actually being able to free Glister. Would you agree?
I mean, there are 10 of us.
But
Cax just wants to throw down. So
she is,
I'm just saying, how many more do we need?
none of us are a god.
but she is,
That's
Or
she is
just a small army, I'd
above
say.
being held in the prison.
You know where it is?
Well, it's not on this level. It's on the next level, I think, or
Do you know-
actually the level after that. It's above the stage level.
Far up there, and you were just gonna kind of swashbuckle your way up there.
Well, apparently it's only guarded by two. I don't even know. Two rusty knights. I don't even know if it. They might just be suits of armor. They might be empty. There's no other guards at the door.
I think we saw those.
but you still have to get them
Did see
get her
that.
out. Yeah, I was gonna say, weren't they like right in that hallway where we were talking?
We were whispering in the whole time.
Yep.
But I mean, you'd still have to get her out.
Yes. So
And
we just get
past
in,
everyone.
get her out. Before anyone even knew what had happened.
Sounds like a story I once heard.
I mean, we do have a lot of people.
How many Darklings have we seen? Give or take.
So at the out in
Use
the
form.
out in the audience, you know, so like they're sitting all along those viewing galleries. I think there were like 20 of them.
Yeah.
And then there were like 4 more inside in that little library.
Yep.
So
Couple out with Charm
yeah.
plus.
Although and Charm
whatever.
was also one.
Oh, is Charm a
She was a
Darkling?
Darkling also, yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yes, she's also a Darkling.
She just has a name.
Yep.
So I mean, there's kind of a lot of them as well.
Yes.
But they're all occupied with other things.
Until we are what occupies their attention.
That's why we get in, get hurt, and get out before they even know.
But we'd have to walk her past a bunch of, like a lot of them.
Well,
Like a lot of them.
how many?
Well, there are the ones in the library that we passed. All of the ones in the audience that we passed. Well, that's a big start.
What if I just look like one and escort him out?
Maybe?
You also. Well, there are other ways up there besides going through the audience. But yes, if you looked like a Darkling and escorted her somewhere, I don't know if the other Darklings would ask questions.
Oh.
It might not occur to them immediately.
You said you could make someone invisible. Like, you could make her invisible.
That's true. I just have to get in.
So I guess are we going back upstairs then?
I don't know.
I think that up the spiral staircase probably brings us to where she went to get
Stuff.
things that were taken.
Right. But right now we're focusing on Glister.
But Glister could be there.
She could be a key part of the eclipse.
Well, we saw what he described, the 2 metal people outside where we were talking before. So are we doing
We know where
this?
they are.
I think it's worth the risk.
Okay. Kushka starts heading back up.
Kushka knows where to go.
Well,
He knows
but
where to go, and he's super excited that he knows where to go, so he
Yes, he
he
starts
said there's another way.
Not really.
Oh, he'll stop. There's another way?
He said there's a way that doesn't lead through the audience, right?
Yes. Right here. And kind of points you over this way. Which, you know, you didn't really kind of look at too much before because you kind of were struggling with the, you know, animated things and then ran up the stairs. But yeah, there is a little kind of lift here.
This.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, they use it to move large things up and down.
Like the 10 of us.
And
We
there's
found the service. We found the service elevator.
and you can see
Nice.
there's an iron lever on the wall right there.
Do you think it's a hold us all?
Maybe.
I mean, get on and we'll see how much it creaks.
How much does this group weigh combined?
Well, let's say we have the owl bear and me.
Yeah, so how much
Me-
how much do you weigh, Gil?
I mean, the owl bear by itself, not even weight wise, just size wise, isn't she a large creature?
Yeah, owlbear might have to not take the
Well,
ride.
Albert
We
can
can
guard.
we can get on the owl bear.
Look, they can guard the retreat here. I mean the where we entered. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can go up, or I'm 375.
Okay.
I'm a $121.
Right.
Not including gear. I guess we gotta include gear.
You'll be fine. So like the four of you, and I mean, you know, Gleam is small, Amador's a dandelion, and the other person is a bumblebee. So
Yeah. And 40 pounds.
negligible. Yeah. So
Really,
yeah,
just the owl bear.
all of you plus Gleam, bumblebee, dandelion can fit.
So, Juniper stays.
And our psychotic dummy?
Yes.
I mean, did you ask Break a Leg?
Yeah.
Break a leg could come with us.
Go where?
Just a
jailbreak.
Okay.
Doing a jailbreak.
Yeah, I'll come along.
I'm not going anywhere without that psychotic dummy.
Yeah, so assuming you reach over and pull the lever, and it drops you all like straight up. So you're in the hallway that like would lead you straight back to the dressing room.
got it. Yeah.
Yep. So you kind of skipped over the having to cross down the steps and through the audience and all that.
There's another lever.
And it dropped you up in there. Yeah. So yeah, you found the freight elevator basically.
Nice.
Yep, and then you make your way. Yeah, if you make your way back through there, yeah, the Darklings in the library are still just absorbed in the books.
Just 3 darklings.
Yep.
All right. Then yeah, back up the stairs.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna come back out. Up here. In this hallway. And yeah, sure enough, there are 2 rusty suits of armor at the end of this hallway.
Get next to one and kind of take a close look at it.
Yeah. So they are sized for goblins. So smaller suits of armor. They're rusty. They're equipped with halberds, and they're flanking this large stone door. The stone door doesn't have any handles or hinges or decoration on it at all. It's just a slab, basically. If you look closely at the suits of armor, there's an inanimate skeleton of a goblin propped up inside the suit. And yeah, if you kind of like peek under the visor, you see like a grinning goblin skull just sitting inside the helmet.
Armored skeletons.
Yeah, but they aren't moving or doing anything.
Right, of course.
Can I take the halberd out of its hands?
So if you, as you move the halberd, the suit of armor kind of crumbles to the floor, like it was very sort of just like loosely balanced, and so taking the halberd out disturbs it, and it kind of clatters to the floor. And the surface of the door forms a large kind of skeletal version of Endelin's gaunt visage. It doesn't look exactly like her, but basically. And it opens its mouth and says, "You shall not pass. Back, I command you." And
Back.
you see through the mouth. So the mouth is like, as it's talking, as it opens, as it widens. It's like a 1 foot high, 3 foot wide hole, and you can see an empty room through the mouth. You catch a glimpse of this.
That's a giant hole. I'm gonna hop right through that.
Okay.
You gonna jump in her mouth?
So yeah,
Yeah,
if you if you hop as it's talking, yeah, you can hop right through the mouth. And so yeah, you all see Bram just
I don't actually
hops,
see.
hops
Where are
through.
we on the map?
Oh,
'Cause
you're sorry.
I don't see y'all.
Sorry, you're
Oh.
up here.
Did I get lost?
There we go.
Are you? Oh, you got dropped into the inside of the wall. Hang on.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I don't see where. Oh, okay. I see people now.
Yeah, I have to do that, not the map. So yeah, so Bramwell, you hop through there, and you see, there's 4 cells, sealed by stone doors, branching off from this main room that you're in. So this one you're in is just kind of a plain stone, featureless room, and each of these doorways has a stone lever jutting from the wall next to it. And so, yeah, you see that one to the north of you, 2 to the south, 1 to the west. They all look the same. They're all just plain, featureless stone slabs again, but with that stone lever next to each one.
I'll use the lever. There's a lever here,
There's a lever by each one of these small doors. So, like, on the
Alright.
wall right next to it.
but there's not a lever on the inside of the double doors.
No.
All right, I'll walk over to this small door here.
And after Bramwell's inside, those of you who are in the hall, like, the mouth is closed, and the face stays, and it's just staring at you. But you can't see through it anymore.
Pushka will start trying to piece the armor back together with Albert. Try to put it back up.
Yeah, and as you fiddle with it again, the mouth says, "You shall not pass back. I command you."
Perfect.
I'm just trying to fix this.
Yeah, and if you
Alright.
keep like fiddling with it, it keeps doing that, and every time it
Yep.
talks, you get like a quick glimpse through. So you pull that lever, Bramwell. That's just an empty cell. You can see there's, it's just like a very simple bed, and a little like chamber pot, and that's it.
Is there a window or anything to be able to look into these cells without opening the door, or no?
Nope, the door is just solid slab. There's nothing else. There's no
Alright.
other way in or out.
Next up,
Empty
Yep,
cell.
one of them has a beholder.
empty cell.
Yep.
All right. Next up.
Yep. Empty cell.
All right. Next up.
Hey, so you open this cell, and there's an elf. Her face is partially hidden under a sun mask, and she's curled up on this crude bed, reading a book while sipping wine from a thin crystal goblet. In this cell, there's a crystal decanter of wine, there's a bowl of figs on a small table, and gold embroidered wall tapestry depicting a wooded elven realm, and a porcelain chamber pot decorated with gold filigree. So there's a few extra things in this one, as opposed to the other ones. And Glister is just kind of like lounging, sipping wine, and doesn't look too concerned. But she does kind of sit up and take you in. Huh. Well, this is a surprise.
Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
I'm surprised you've been treated so well in captivity.
Well, Endolin has suggested that as long as I did so, as long as I behaved myself and didn't cause any trouble, then I would be comfortable and my sister would come to no harm. And so here I am.
Well, your sister's outside that door. She's trying to rescue you right now.
She's here.
Yes.
Is she here?
Yes, she came up with us.
Yeah, she's with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you picked her up. She was with Amador and who that bee's
Okay.
name is.
The bee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just left Juniper down in the kitchens.
Okay.
Will you
Well-
join me and we'll get out of here?
I will. Yeah. Do you have a way to get us all out?
We'll get out this door first, and then we're gonna go, I guess, up the stairs some more.
How did you get in here?
Through the door.
Well, I hate to tell you, but that's a one-way door.
I'll knock on it.
And you all hear some knocking on the other side. It's real, like it's very quiet because it's a thick stone door, but you hear like a little faint thudding.
Well, I'm still trying to put the armor together, so I assume like it's.
Yeah, and every now and then, like every little bit, it starts talking again. And so at
When it
some
starts
point,
talking again, we can hop right back through.
Well, one of you
well,
can.
you maybe.
Glister can't acrobatics right through there?
He doesn't know. I've never. I mean, I saw it open when I came in, but I didn't know there was a way
I
back
jumped right
out.
through the mouth when it was wide open.
Huh. Really?
So when
Wait, so
Ushka makes
just the mouth, not the door itself?
Right, just the mouth.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
You think you can?
I don't know.
You're more talented acrobat than I am.
I can try, but it doesn't seem like we'll have a lot of time.
You just have to go fast.
Okay.
There was one part where it kept open for a little bit longer, right?
No, I mean it was
Because
talking.
I assume like when she says "you shall not pass," like it's "you shall not
Yeah,
pass."
yeah.
Right, so that, there's a
So
long,
there's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not
long
long.
Like you jump through on pass.
I'll try. I mean, okay. Like, let me see. So it starts talking again. You shall not pass. And you jump. Do you jump through?
No, I'm
Graham,
gonna wait
you
for
would-
her to jump through first.
So she does. So when it opens, she looks out, and you all catch a glimpse of like an elf who looks very much like Gleam, but with the sun mask.
Oh, look.
And Gleam
Oh.
kind of gasps. And Glister, from inside is like, "Wait, hand me one of those." And she gets cut off before she can finish what she's gonna say.
Hey, Ushka,
Yeah,
keep.
I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, fix it some more.
You shall not pass. Hand me one of those halberds.
Oh, hey, Halberd.
Looks up to Gil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. We both look at Gil. Get the halberd.
I'll get it ready.
Don't stab her.
And then
Oh,
We
man.
stand to either side of the door, so
pulling around still. You shall not pass.
I'll try and toss the halberd in butt first.
Yeah, chuck the halberd through. And she goes and picks it up. And as the cycle kind of repeats again, and Ushka's still fiddling with the thing, you shall not pass. And as it's open at its widest, she jams the halberd in the space and props the mouth open. It's like, well, that'll be easier. And she starts shimmying kind of like under the halberd to get
Nice.
through. Well, now what?
Cax, do the thing.
And then,
Cax, do the
then she
thing now.
turns around and Gleam and Lister and they're hugging and they're so like they're overjoyed to be reunited.
Do the thing. What thing?
You were gonna turn her invisible.
Thank you all. I don't even
we're
know
still
how.
doing that?
And Amador is
Alright.
like taking this deep bow. You know. Dandelion. My lady, we have come to rescue you, as we promised, as I swore an oath to your sister that I would see it done and I would see you reunited.
Amador,
Yes.
we're going to have to talk about this later because we need to leave now.
Okay.
Good job, Bram.
Yeah, Brand, wonderful. Max, do the thing so we can leave.
Do I really need to make them invisible?
I mean, there are still darklings down below here when we go through the library.
What about up?
Oh,
We don't know what's up.
So somewhere
No.
up there, I heard some, and so this is Glister. I heard some goblins talking about a belfry in one of these turrets, and she boarded it up. Endlin boarded it up so that nobody could get in there because there's a bell in there, and something about that bell, I guess, is the safest, fastest way to get to the Palace of Heart's Desire. And so she doesn't want anybody going there, and so she boarded it up. But it's in one of the belfries in this castle somewhere.
See the bell in the belfry.
Yeah.
That's in the belfry. Bell in the
the
belfry.
bell's in the belfry.
And I don't know. And the key, she's lost some key, and she's really mad about it. I heard that Endelin's really. I don't know if it's the key to that, but she's been searching for it. She hasn't been able to find it. But
Doesn't one of you have keys?
Got a key? Do we get a key somewhere?
Did we
has
get
two
keys or
keys,
give
right?
keys to Jingle Jangle?
Oh yeah, Jingle Jingle. Jingle Jingle should have come with us. He could have joined the party.
yeah, why
We
didn't you
didn't
bring
realize
That was
that.
before we were collecting them. We didn't realize that we could build a.
Party of NPCs.
Yeah,
Like we always do.
right. I mean, there is precedent for it.
Okay, so we go up. Gil, can you take the halberd out? We'll just prop it up as if it. We'll just prop it. Somebody else will clean this.
It'll be fine. Yeah, we can leave a mess.
Yeah, you pop it out, and the door is pass, and the mouth closes again.
Okay, so up.
So we're going to the bell tower?
Okay, and Ushka will start heading upstairs.
That was a question. Ushka's so quick to. Somebody's got to go get
I
Juniper.
followed.
Juniper. Not up here.
Oh, Juniper.
Oh, I'll take the elevator down.
How are you gonna get Juniper up?
I mean, Juniper.
Leading Juniper through the library is gonna be the trick, I think.
Well, Juniper could fit on the lift, just not
Oh,
with
okay.
Not with every-
not with Gil.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll get Juniper. Y'all go.
Oh wait, where are you going? It's
gonna
Glister
go get-
talking.
I'm gonna go get Juniper.
You're going down.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can we come with you? Gleam and I need to get back
But
to
then-
the Fey Beacon so we can get back to the Witchlight Carnival.
We got. I just turn around and look at y'all. I hold my
Ushka
hands up.
like
And,
I look back
and
down.
Amador makes another big sweeping bow. He's like, "Friends, I think this may be where we part. For
Okay,
we have
hold
other
on.
noble deeds,
Hold-
and I will
I'm not
see
sure on that.
Glister and Gleam safely to the Fey Beacon so they can get back to their home."
It's very good. Why don't we go to the Palace of Heart's Content?
Heart's Desire.
Heart's Desire. Why don't we go to the Palace of Heart's Desire and we'll go from there?
That is
Yeah, we
further
may-
away from the Fey Beacons. The Fey Beacons are here in Yon, not very far
Yes.
from the...
But we'd have to get past Indolin and everything.
Not if we go down.
Okay, fine. Are we going up or down?
Well, we are
I'll
going down. And
Well,
you
except
have
they-
business at the Palace of Heart's Desire, it sounds like?
Yes. However, you are, wanted. So you can't just go down.
But we need to get back to the Fey Beacons.
Well,
We can do that after we get to the Palace of Heart's Desire.
That is
We can
very
move the-
far in the wrong direction.
you're going to help us find this bell tower.
All you have to do is go up and search the belfry. There's not much else above this level.
So
All right,
I guess you all
get
go.
over here and then we go, or I don't know.
So you have no desire to help free Zabilna before you leave?
Free Zabilna. And this is Glister again.
Oh yeah, haven't you heard we're heroes?
That is wonderful for you, but all we want to do is get home.
Right? That's what I've been wanting to do for a long time
Yep.
as well.
What were the Fey beacons? Was that the horrible?
That was
tribe?
where, yeah, you found the elf who was trying to light all the beacons, and the
And then
Oh, the Fey
the
beacons
things
are a trap.
flew down, and yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy who was trying to light them all, and he couldn't. There was a bunch of birds blowing them out.
we don't have any
Tried-
quarrel with any birds.
Well,
Yeah, but the birds are keeping the Fey beacons from operating.
Right.
Are
You
they
know that
keeping
guy
him
is.
from operating, or keeping him from?
Well, it would kind of be both, right? If you're able to operate them, then he'd be free as well, and their goal is to keep him from being free.
No, it's,
So
he wouldn't be able to come through with us.
if you, I don't know how it works.
No, if we activate them, and it would take us where we wish to go, but he would have to activate them himself to go somewhere else. Whoever this other person is you're speaking of.
But wouldn't the birds still be putting them out?
Not if they weren't concerned about us leaving.
And what if this guy makes it difficult for you?
Why would he do that?
Because he's probably very frustrated.
Then we will deal with him as we see fit. And Amador's like, yes, I will challenge him to single combat, and I will defeat him.
You will. I agree. You will take him down.
Pulls
So,
out his
tell you what.
rapier and starts to swoosh, 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 swoosh.
Put that away.
Tell you what, before you go, can I at least go get Juniper and bring Juniper up? And then you can live a happy life. Live your best life. Whatever it is.
Well, of course. We can wait for a moment.
Just wait here, y'all. I'm gonna go get Juniper. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna make myself look like a darkling.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna
Yeah.
go through and go down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can take
Juniper
the
down.
elevator down, you get down to
Yep.
that level, and Juniper's just
Hi, Juniper.
looks at you, happy.
You ready to go up?
Oh, walks forward onto the
All right.
platform.
Now, Juniper. Here's the thing. I'm gonna make you invisible. Okay. So we're just gonna like walk through. Probably should have brought Ushka for this. Yeah. So just walk normally with me, okay? Yeah. Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, have a good old time.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright,
Juniper seems
I'm
to
gonna
get what you're saying. Yeah.
and I will start rolling back up, and I'll cast invisibility on Juniper.
So yeah, you walk through, and you pass through the library and
Yep.
things, and
Yep.
nobody pays attention to you because they might glance at you, but you're a darkling.
Right.
So
Right.
assume you're going wherever you're supposed to go.
Okay.
Yeah, and Juniper follows right behind you. So yeah, eventually you all see a darkling coming back down the hall towards you, or up the steps towards you, alone.
All right, good. Hey guys. So
Where's Juniper?
I got you right here. Oh, well, she's right here.
There's
Okay.
definitely no owlbear there.
If she makes any like sudden movements, then you'll see her. So
Oh,
we're just trying to keep her calm and yeah.
Okay.
I think it'd be easier walking through a castle with an owl bear if she was invisible.
How's Glitter gonna get out?
That's their
They have the noble. I forgot his damn name.
Amador.
They have the noble
Dandelion
Amador to
Knight.
protect them. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Grab some costume stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do what?
I should have grabbed some costume stuff.
What are we gonna dress them up as?
I don't know. Not themselves.
Well, I mean, I carry costumes, but I mean, like, is that what they want to look like as they're leaving?
I mean, can you two just take off your masks and go?
Yes, we could. And they
They're
get their masks
pretty
off. They're just
recognizable.
normal elves underneath.
It's just very recognizable masks. Do you think you can get out? I really hate to leave you.
We will make it out. Yes, we will. I will not see us fail.
Sigh quieter though. More
Right.
quietly.
Yes.
I will write many songs of Amador, the brave, the noble. You will be renowned in our place, in our world.
Well, I thank you, good Sir Bard.
Okay.
Now,
Well, good luck to you.
off to glory and to get them home. And Amador just
Yes,
goes
yes.
like charging down the stairs.
And Ushka starts charging up.
Oh, I love that guy. Oh.
Amador's yeah, so you all go up the stairs
Mm-hmm.
and you end up up here. Okay. Don't move the whole map. Ushka, we got Cax. We got Ram. So yeah, you all end up there, on that stairwell. And it's again, a very short hallway. And you come out of that hallway into the balcony that you saw above the orrery before. So now below you, you see that spot, like, so it had that central rod that's like going up out above you, but it's open. And you see all those whirring things, and it's kind of cool. Like, you get a different view on it. You were down, sort of like watching them whir in front of you before. Now from the top, you see this sort of like intricate spinning that it's doing. And there's a hallway across from you that leads out there, and then this set of like double stone doors next to you. And let's see what else is up here. So the stone railing that encloses the balcony has balusters that are shaped like hourglasses. So it looks like this whole series of hourglasses all the way around the ring. And that's what you see.
Ushka reaches to knock on this door and pauses, smiles, and just tries to open it. So he doesn't have to knock on shit anymore.
So make a strength saving throw.
Ruh-roh.
Gil was helping.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, I got
Is
this.
this everybody, or is this just Ushka?
Just Ushka.
I got this. 6.
Oh, okay. So you all see this. Ushka feels it. A like force hand pushes out from the door and just goes thump right into Ushka's chest, and knocks you over the off the balcony and falling into the orrery.
Oh, that's bad.
Can
So
You'll get a reaction to grab him?
you can make a dexterity check to grab him and
Not gonna be likely.
but you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's just a whirring death machine. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Falling how many feet?
So you take 11 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Glad I got those 10 feet.
And let's see if anything else happens. Because maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Make another dexterity save. Or not another. You didn't make one. Make a dexterity save, Lucian. So fortunately, you managed to sort of duck and roll mostly out of the way of the whirring gizmos and gadgets and things like that. So you take 9 lightning damage as you sort of fall into this whirring thing, and there's a ton. I mean, around you there's this definite, and you feel well, I could have really gotten seriously lit up by this thing if I was not able to sort of duck and roll out of the way of all these kind of whirring things. So yeah, you all.
What do you get for not knocking?
Yeah, so you all saw, this just force hand just poof, out from the door and knocked Ushka over the edge, down into the lower level of this.
Does the hand disappear? Did it retreat? Is it still there?
It just disappears after it shoves in.
This is probably the place we want. Are you okay?
Which was catching his breath, lying there on the ground. He's clearly moving and alive, but he takes a moment before he finally rolls over and starts crawling his way out from under this whirring gizmo towards the stairwell.
Yeah.
Back up.
So yeah, it'll be basically you'll just go. Yeah, you're back in that hallway, and then up the spiral stairs again, down the short hallway, and back out to where they are.
Oh,
You don't look very good.
that hurt. Oh, it hurt, and it electrified me.
Yeah,
He's
it's like
leaning
the
up against the wall, catching his
worst
breath.
place
Still.
to be.
Huh.
That did not go well.
It's probably where we need to go, though, right?
I should have knocked. I mean, probably.
Which one do you want to?
Door actually? Did the door open at all?
No, it did not.
Do you want me to try and open it, or do one of you want to try and do it, and I'll hold on to you?
Or Nushka will take a closer look at the doors. Is there any kind of crack seam?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, I'll help.
Perfect. Yeah, I investigate. I assume I'm not getting advantage.
Hey, look.
But I'll
You
take
don't need it.
Look at that investigation. So, you see, so there is a doorknob on this door, and it's got a really faint glyph etched into the doorknob.
So, in addition and beyond that, though, are there any cracks or seams in the doorway, like a normal door? Like you could potentially, if you were small enough, crawl under.
There's nothing big enough that, like, I mean, you'd have to be very small. So, like, yeah, there is a little bit of space around the door. You know, not as much as like one of our standard household doors. So if you were, you know, like a bug, you could get under the door.
I mean,
theoretically, if nothing else stopped you.
Right.
So, what's wrong?
He'll point out the glyph. I don't know if that stops everything. I mean, I could try to be an ant.
Do you want me to try to get rid of the? You want me to try to get rid of the glyph first?
Yes.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I can.
All right, well, I'm just gonna stand over here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna not stand in front of the door while I do it.
So, I'll hold on to you.
Yeah.
Wherever
and it
you-
is, you know,
I'm gonna stand to the side.
yeah, and it's actually etched into the doorknob, so it's like there is a groove cut into the doorknob that forms.
But I mean, is it? So there, that actually is a glyph, though.
Yeah, it's a
Like
glyph.
we can
that you
we can
don't,
see
like,
the
you
we
don't
can see the
recognize,
glyph.
but it is carved into the doorknob itself. Like something has etched it into the surface.
All right. Give me a moment. I like look around. Like, should be enough noise up here. I mean, I can't just do this. I need to play it. I need to. Okay, sorry. Pull out my instrument and start playing just a little bit,
Okay.
and I will cast Dispel Magic on the glyph.
Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, make what do you? Yeah, do you? Okay, you have to roll something. Roll something for that.
So,
Yeah.
If
So
it's
yeah,
third
just,
level or lower, it ends. If it's higher than third level, then I have to roll something.
10 plus the spell's level DC, using your ability, spellcasting ability.
yeah. So yes, make that check, please.
What is that check again?
It's your spellcasting,
Spellcasting ability.
whatever you would use, like if you cast a spell. So it should be your ability mod plus your proficiency, plus anything else you might get from. I don't know if your magic loot gave you any bonus to spellcasting.
Okay, so it's in effect your spell attack bonus, right?
Right.
No, okay. I don't think this helps me in this case. Let me look. It's not a charm spell, I don't think,
It
so
is
it's not gonna work. All right, so I roll. How do I roll that? What do I press?
A button.
I'm sorry. I don't have a button to press. I don't know what the. Okay, I'll just press.
I mean, is charisma your?
I'll just roll in. Yeah, but I should be +7 altogether because
Yeah.
proficiency bonus. So
Right. I was thinking if charisma was also your spell, I don't know. Like if it was also
yeah,
your
it is.
save.
So maybe roll my. Nice. Gotcha. There we go.
Do you have any inspirations?
Motherfucker.
Do we have? I mean,
You should all
I
have
feel
inspiration.
inspired,
Yeah.
right? It seems like this is a good time to be inspired.
I'll use it then.
Oh, Cax is inspired.
I'm playing a
You're
song.
honest.
I have to do better
Hey.
than that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's-
So
that's-
lower.
you feel like there was some kind of abjuration magic on this door, which you have now dispelled.
Cool.
Okay. Before we do anything else, Anushka will, without taking the time to rituals, cast detect magic at level 1,
Okay.
and then look over the door again.
There is no magic on the door.
As glowing. Okay, seems like the magic's done on the door.
Great.
I'm not opening it.
I'll open it.
Oh, you can do that?
Open a door?
Sometimes.
No, though.
Usually I like to take my time,
Fucking
but
magic.
sometimes I can do it fast.
Swim the doorknob and pull.
Okay. Yeah. So you open, the door swings open without doing anything else to anyone. And you see in this room, scores of wooden marionettes are hanging from the ceiling of this oddly shaped room, the floor of which is strewn with old play scripts. Near the entrance are 2 alcoves. So as you move in, you'll see alcove to the left and the right. One containing a bare table, the other holding a wooden chest with tiny clawed feet. Deeper in the room, you see a wicker basket surrounded by miniature toy birds. Scores of hourglasses are fixed to the walls. Whenever the sand of an hourglass runs out, the mechanism that attaches the hourglass to the wall causes it to flip over. The steady hiss of all these falling grains of sand you can hear throughout the entire room, so there's just this low. And then there's a large glass-doored wardrobe with a jade eye embedded on its cornice, standing on the far side of the room in a wide alcove. Yeah. So yeah,
Look around for a bell.
That's hanging. There is no bell in.
Well, this is the wrong room. Turns around.
Well, hold on. It might just.
What?
It might not be very obvious. We're looking for a bell that leads to the palace of whatever it is. I mean, it's probably not just sitting on the floor.
Yeah, you got the marionettes, the glass-doored wardrobe, hourglasses, and the treasure chest, and the wicker basket.
I assume like a bell, tower bell.
Yeah, no bell.
Could be a little bell.
Yes.
You just had a hand hit you from a magic hand, knock you into a lightning storm. You don't think it's possible a little tiny bell could lead us to a...
I mean, I guess. But like, this was just the first door we looked in, so I figured.
It was also a very well protected door, so...
It was.
It was. Okay.
Well, let's go look in these things. There's a wicker basket over here. Maybe it's in the basket.
Look in the chest, and Ushka will try to open the chest.
Yeah, it's got a
We've not
sturdy
moved any less.
built-in lock that you
Oh.
open,
Oh.
or you don't have. You don't have a key.
Key. I'm looking for a key.
Tax in the basket. It's a wicker basket, and it's got 3 tiny stuffed birds and 3 tiny wind-up clockwork birds strewn around in the basket. And you would guess that these are probably cat toys.
Cat toys.
Yep.
Soup, are you still seeing magic?
Yep. Oh, that's right. I've got 10 minutes of that. I look around for magic. Forgot about that. Thank you.
The marionettes appear to be magical.
As well as our, I assume, our marionette friend that's with us.
Yeah, that marionette is also magical.
Do you know? Don't point to the other marionettes.
Oh, don't touch those. Don't touch those.
Oh.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Yeah, don't touch them.
Okay. You won't touch the marionettes.
And you can see, like, if you look a little bit closer, you see, like, they are strung with these iron wires, which look very much like the description you heard of, like, Korred hair.
Oh.
The other thing that's magical in here is the wardrobe has the cornice, and it has a jade eye in the center of the cornice. That jade eye is definitely magic.
Watch out for that eye too. That had some kind of magic. Well, it's detect magic, right? I forget what that gives me.
Yeah.
But
Give you this.
think if you-
Cool.
I think if you focus on it, it does.
got it. Sense magic, paint auras. And you learn at school magic, if any, as an action. So yeah, I can use my action to
read what school it is.
stare at it
So
harder.
this would be. This is divination.
Some kind of divination magic. She's not watching us.
And it's a closed eyeball for sure. Like the eyelid is closed for it.
Don't wake it up.
There's some cat toys in here.
There's a locked chest. Anybody
Oh.
know how to make that unlocked? And yeah, was the chest have any magic on it? How far can I penetrate? Make magic?
It feels like there's some magic inside the chest.
Okay, yeah, I can see through or sense through an inch of common metal.
Yes. There
3
is
feet
something magic inside the chest.
And there's something magic inside of it, but like the locking mechanism doesn't seem.
No, not the locking mechanism itself.
Hax, is that something you know how to do? You know how to do a lot of things. I have an idea otherwise.
I think Bram just pulled out his thieves tools.
Bram have these tools?
Yeah.
That's what I see.
That doesn't seem lawful.
Ethan Bram.
Right.
Look,
What do you mean?
Look, let's talk about laws because
Thieves' tools are usually used by thieves.
well, you know.
Or people that lose their keys.
Yeah. he's the locksmith.
Can't argue with that.
When you get locked out of your cart or, your house or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to know how to do that.
Yeah. So
Bram?
you're gonna pick that
Well,
lock.
something I just picked up as a hobby. It's fun to unlock lock things. And then you can get trickier locks and you can try to unlock those.
Oh. Okay.
How do you use thieves' tools?
I think just dexterity. Yeah.
Plus proficiency.
Yeah, plus you get the proficiency.
Alright.
Yeah.
So it'd be the same as acrobatics if it were trained. No, it's trained.
Can't quite. This lock's a little kind of tricky.
Alright, I'm gonna guide myself.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. Like it didn't break your tools or do any set off any kind of mechanism. But
Right. I'm gonna try it again, and this time I'm adding a D4 to whatever I roll.
Probably didn't need the guidance.
Hey, why not?
look at that. So yeah, you managed to get this thing
Thank you.
unlocked, and open it up. And inside, there is a black sack, just like cloth sack. It's got some stuff inside it, decently heavy. If you look in it, it's got 4 gold bedpost knobs. That if somebody wants to note, it looks like about 25 gold worth of gold each.
Probably we're gonna steal it.
Worth.
That doesn't sound like us.
There's 8 bottles of wine. They look these are very fancy bottles.
And what's the magic thing in here?
And then there's a shriveled hand of an elf wearing a ring on its ring finger, and clutching several rolled up sheets of blank parchment. You can see the title page says The Agonies of Aligarthus, a 3-act tragedy by Endlin Moongrave, in this spidery elvish script. And the ring is the magic thing.
That very disgusting removed hand. That ring is magic. And I'll focus on it. What's the type of magic?
The type of magic that a
If
magic
available, like if
item
it has.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. That's the
Um,
school.
yeah.
Well, and it might not. It might not.
Yeah,
It
I
might not.
guess
It's
you can
cool.
probably like evocation magic on it.
Oh.
What kind of evocation?
Huh.
She wrote a play? What if it's any good? She watches a lot of plays, but is she actually really bad at it?
Could be.
Well, let's find out. And he'll reach in and he'll
So
try to take the papers out.
yeah, so when you look at this, you can like undo the hand and like take the paper out. And it turns out apparently she's got the title, and that's it. So
Put it in my bag of holding.
there's no actual script. She's got nothing but the title.
Perfect. I will put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. Are you taking the whole shebang, script, hand, ring, everything, or?
He was just taking the script.
Okay.
We're not stealing stuff, but that seems like it's
You are
a thing we
you're
could
stealing
use
the
to
script.
write. I mean, are we
Wait,
stealing the
we're
script
not-
or just taking some parchment, blank parchment?
Oh, I'm stealing the ring.
Okay.
I assume
Yeah.
you were.
She took all our shit. I have no problems taking her stuff.
You have a
No.
you have a ring. And it's like a dark metal band. It's got a big purple square gem in the middle of it that almost looks like it has kind of a galaxy in it. And then some smaller blue gems around the outside.
Whoa,
Are you taking that too?
super cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that she can't write. She has a blank script.
Now she has no ring or door bedpost
Or wine.
Okay.
or wine.
How many bottles of wine was it?
Oh wait, here I can. Hey, look, I put a link in the chat that's got a picture of the ring, so you can see what the ring looks like.
Want to see that?
Oh,
It's a cool looking ring. There are 8 bottles of wine.
That's a very cool ring.
It is a cool ring.
Where is the link?
In the
It's in the
Google chat.
Google chat.
Google.
Yeah.
So can we go
Oh,
find
wow.
the bell now?
Eat. What else was in here?
8 bottles of wine and a sack
Oh,
of
in
gold bedpost knobs.
the room.
Oh, in the room?
No.
There's all those hanging marionettes. There's the glass front, like mirror front wardrobe with the weird eye on top of it. And the basket of cat toys. And the hourglasses around the wall.
and a bunch of playbills.
Yes, and yes, the floor is scattered with like old play scripts. Pages and pages of play script.
We're not curious what's in the wardrobe. We're gonna.
Yeah, might as well.
I didn't want it to look at me. And we can look. We can also
Link.
go back and see if we can find something more evident.
Well, maybe the
No.
bell's in the wardrobe though.
Maybe.
I'll walk up to it and take a close look at it.
Yeah, it's got this glass door. It's got a, jade eye up at the top of it that's closed.
You say glass door or mirror door?
It's glass doored.
So what's inside?
So it's
Without opening it.
Let's see. Let me make sure.
Was the wardrobe magic?
The eye on it is. There's a mirror hanging in the back of the wardrobe, on the back interior wall.
Okay. See what's in it.
In an oval wooden frame. And it looks very similar to the magic mirror that you saw in Bavlorna's cottage.
They can talk to each other.
Oh.
And then the base of it has a bunch of drawers. You can't see.
Stick that in your bag of holding.
I don't think so.
The mirror?
Oh, I thought you meant like the whole wardrobe.
No, the mirror.
I don't even know if the mirror can fit in. Was it a hand mirror, or was it, you said it was the
It's
whole
like an
back?
oval wooden frame. Yeah, it's on the back interior wall of the wardrobe.
Right, like it's the whole back interior wall.
It's
That's not going in the bag of holding.
Can that fit in a backpack?
if it was a very large backpack.
Oh, it's like a
Yeah, it's like a
full-on
mirror. It's like
I got
a
you.
few feet wide, few feet
Never
tall.
mind.
Check the bottom drawers.
So when you pull a drawer, the eyeball opens up, the lid opens, and the eye looks down at you and looks at all four of you, and is very clearly watching you. And are you still sensing magic, Ushka?
Yeah.
But yeah, it flares with magic. Like you sensed it was magic on that thing before, like divination magic. Now
Well,
you
it's
sense that like there is a very strong divination magic coming through that.
She knows
eyeball.
we're here. She knows we're here.
Close it now.
What's in the drawer?
There's a small like wooden bracelet. There's also small wooden bracelet. A a wand, and a cloak. This
Ooh.
drawer.
Is there a bell? Can we go? Can we
There's
go?
no bell.
No, just this stuff. We'll scoop it up and shut the door.
The eyeball stays open and it's watching. It keeps going back and forth between the four of you.
But it's
Is this
watching
cloak-
us.
Is this cloak magic?
Yeah. Those things are all magical that you'll pull out of the drawer.
They're all magic. Can we go?
All right,
Let's go.
Are you? How fast are you leaving this room?
Ushka's leaving relatively fast.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
fast.
Not running,
No.
but jogging.
All right. Everybody make a. Well, if you're going faster than a walk, make a dexterity check on your way out.
I'm not like running out of the room.
Or to slip on papers.
A dex
no.
save or just a dex check?
Dex.
Or acrobatics, or
Yeah, acrobatics works too. If
I mean,
an
no
acrobat.
matter what, for me it's bad. But to save other people.
So you two are, making your way out, and as you're going out, Gil, you bump into one of the marionettes,
Uh-oh.
and it starts swinging, and it screams, "Intruders! Intruders! Intruders!" It's just screaming.
Can I grab it by the face
Can
with like my hand over its face?
you can? Intruders! Intruders! Intruders!
Can you cast silence?
Graham,
I rip
Graham
its head off.
silence, you said?
What?
Yeah.
Can I rip its head off?
I mean, it's. You can.
Does it still shout?
Intruders!
But yeah, you said Bram cast silence.
Yeah, silence on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, in the room.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, it's quiet.
Let's go.
All right, we gotta get out of here.
I mean, Ushka wasn't stopping.
No.
So you exit this room and you're back out in that balcony above the orrery. There sounds like maybe there's a little commotion, but like the goblins are looking up, and there's some commotion down that way somewhere.
Yep.
And then you get across, and the hall widens out, and there's these doorways on either end. One to the left, one to the
Detect
right.
magic?
You sense There is something magic. To your
That one's a magic door, or the door's
the
magic.
door's
Or I
not
sense
magic, but something beyond it.
got it. But I don't sense something magic on the past
No.
the door on the right.
Mm-mm.
I sense something magic in that room, but the door's not magic.
No, the door is not.
Oh, sorry. That's just how
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking.
Yeah, sorry. You're good.
So he'll try the door.
Yeah. That door opens, and you see there's this chamber. There's bottles filled with crackling lightning, lining wooden bookcases along the walls of this chamber. An open archway leads to a stone balcony that overlooks the amphitheater 40 feet below. On the opposite side of the room from the arch is a large wooden desk. On top of that, there's a stack of parchment fluttering under a stone paperweight that's shaped like a toad. Scattered on the desk, there are ink pots and ink-stained quills. And dangling from a rafter near the desk is a rusty cage that holds 3 folded paper birds that are flitting about, kind of like moths in this little cage. But they're paper. Those are magical.
Yeah. At a glance, is anything written on those pages? Not like looking deeply, just looking the ones on the paperweight.
Yes. Oh, on the paperweight? Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff.
Okay, I'll just take the paperweight off and put it on the desk.
Okay.
Let them flutter
Yeah,
about.
they flutter. They start fluttering in the wind.
Oh, that was bad. Okay, do you guys see a bell?
Oh, actually, sorry. The pages that are on the desk they're not written.
Oh, okay, then he wouldn't bother doing that. No. Yeah, the ones under the paperweight that were fluttering.
I don't see
You
a
said
bell.
bottles of.
Lightning.
Lightning?
Jars
Yes.
of lightning.
Bottles of lightning. Mm-hmm.
Can you pick one up?
Useful? Yeah, he'll pick
Yeah.
one up too.
Yeah, they're just bottles with lightning inside them.
Grab a
Put it in his
couple.
bag of holding.
Yeah, just
We're
make a note
looting the
of
place now.
just make a note of things you pick up. So like bottles of lightning, the stuff you got from the drawer, Drew, the cloak, the wand, and the
Wooden bracelet.
No bell, and stepping out onto the balcony and looking across the way at
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah, so you step out from underneath the roof of the chamber you were just in. Across, there's a wooden ornithopter sitting on the balcony over there. It has a round bird's head with beady eyes and a metal beak, and leathery wings are folded up against its chassis. Just sitting there on the edge of the balcony, parked.
Ooh.
Not seeing a bell.
Well, let's go. Let's hurry up. Let's go to this way.
Okay. Go through the other one if it's not locked.
Yeah, that one's not locked. It's similar to the other one, so but make a perception check.
I'll guide myself. No.
Okay. Ushka and Gil, as you come in here, you notice, like, oh, this roof, the roof of this chamber is like really tightly fitted, intact boards, and the other chamber was not. The roof in that other chamber, before you stepped out on the balcony, was kind of sloppy compared to this one.
Sloppy, like there was something there and somebody just tried to close it up, or sloppy, like
Yeah, so like the boards are loose on that other one. Like they're not neatly tight fitting like this.
Huh.
Yeah.
Processing.
And it's like a thing you wouldn't have realized it until you came in here and were like, oh, wait a minute.
oh, that's different.
Yeah.
But processing it, which set of boards looks newer, like more recently?
Um
Like I'm trying to process
Yeah.
I'm trying to process.
Yeah,
Like,
what's the tell?
are the neat boards new, and that's why they're neat, or are the messy boards new, and that's why they're messy?
They're both they appear about the same age, but the other ones look like they were disturbed at some point.
Yeah. Okay,
And
that's
these
that's
have
what I was
not
trying
been.
to.
These like are in the
original.
shape that they were when this thing was built.
Yeah, that other roof's been messed with.
Okay. Maybe that's where the bell was. Should we?
Yeah.
Should we go find out?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'll run back across the hall.
Yeah. As you run back across, you can now hear footfalls in the distance from the way you came.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
How far is it to the ceiling here?
It's 10 feet.
Gil gets large.
All right.
There you go. I was gonna say climb up on the table,
Gil.
but yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make Gil bigger, and he's gonna pull out a. I don't know. Does his hammer get larger too?
I think your weapon does. Yes.
Yeah, like stuff with you.
It's not a weapon. It's like a tool. But yeah.
Yeah, so you don't like, Hulk rip all your clothes and then run around naked.
I'll start trying to rip boards off.
Yeah.
With the.
Yeah, so they're loose and you can just kind of like smash them down. And as you do, you see there's a big, heavy looking silver bell attached to a rope that once you knock all these rafters out of the way, the rope drops down to the floor. So it's long enough to reach all the way down. There's a verse engraved on the bell in Elvish. Who reads Elvish? Right?
I read Elvish.
I read Elvish.
Okay.
I read Elvish.
So everybody but Gil, I guess, recognizes that this says, "Toll the bell within this spire to journey to your heart's desire."
Hold the bell. Okay. Do we need to hold hands or something?
Couldn't hurt.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Or maybe it's just one of, I don't know.
We'll try it. Okay. We'll hold hands and then. Gil, can you hit it with your trunk?
The bell?
Yeah.
Can you like pull on the rope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just use the rope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pull the rope.
We're holding hands.
Yeah.
I don't know if we really need to hold hands. I don't.
We should hold hands.
All right.
Okay. Fine.
Gil pulls it with his trunk up and down.
Well,
Cool. So yeah, you're ringing the bell, and it rings out this nice, clear, bright note.
Heart's desire.
Heart's desire. Yep. And weird things. Hang on. Yeah. So as you ring the bell and you look out through the doorway, out beyond the balcony, on the horizon, you see what looks like like 4 cranes, very large cranes, appear on the horizon, and they are flying in this direction, but they are pretty far off in the distance. Like they just appear like way on the horizon, and as you see, like they're approaching, like okay, it's gonna take them a little bit to get here. And if you look back through the doorway to the hall that you came in, coming into view in the frame of the doorway, you see
Ruh-roh.
that is where we will end for tonight.
Yay.
I told y'all we should have just killed her earlier.
We were looking for the bathroom.
This seemed like a bathroom. We thought the bell was
Like
open
someone
the
would.
toilet.
Right.
No, in the
I
bathroom.
thought this was to flush it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. Looks
Don't
like
look
the
in your
flusher.
desk.
Guess it wasn't. Yeah. So that is all for this time, and we'll see what happens with these cranes on the horizon and Scabatha in a couple of weeks.
All right.
Bye,
All right.
everyone.